Hey guys, welcome back to the Unbreakable Sentai podcast. I'm James.
I'm Darius.
And this is Noah.
I'm touching Noah's foot right now. It was an accident, but did you like it?
I mean, I can go for a second round.
I'd like to mention that the second his foot touched it, I heard the ooh.
It was a shock. I wasn't expecting it.
He was intrigued. He was down. Hey guys, stuff happened this week. Not
Hell
really.
yeah, shit's happened this week. Have you
Yeah,
guys
not
seen the
really.
newest episode of Wandavision?
Nope.
I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. Shit gets fucking crazy.
Shit gets crazy.
Shit gets crazy. I've never seen a TV show do this before.
But we don't know if it's crazy yet.
What do you mean? It's crazy.
But we don't know yet.
What do you mean?
So people were talking. I can't unless we can. Fuck it. The first 4 minutes of this is gonna see slight WandaVision spoilers. So let me just timestamp this for the spoilers. 20 seconds in. WandaVision spoilers. So he doesn't say his name is Quicksilver. It just opens the door, right, and he's standing there.
He says, I think he says sister or something though.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, because every article that I read was just saying something like, it's Quicksilver, but they didn't say that it was
They're
Quicksilver.
not gonna dick tease us like this, James.
That sort of shit, though, happens in sitcoms all the time, where they have actors come in, and they're actors that you know from other things, and then they don't play that character. So people are really worried that it's not going to be Quicksilver, and it's going to be some dude who happens to be played by the same actor that is Quicksilver. So people are like, we've got to wait until next week to fully confirm it.
They did a good job, dude. I'm fully into this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fully into this shit.
I knew you would be, because you were nervous at first.
The first two were kind of lame, but they needed the build up,
Yeah.
which was just smart on their part, and that's why they released the first two episodes in the first week to get those out the way.
Just to be like, hey, we know.
Yeah. It's like, we need to do this. We need to establish things, which makes it so cool. Kevin Feige did it again, dude. There's this dope scene. I don't know. Did Dan tell you the whole entire episode?
No, he just told me that Quicksilver shows up.
There's a really dope scene of, like, Sword outside the barrier. They're trying to get shit in there. They're trying to figure things out. And fucking...
Sword?
Yeah, Sword. The opposite of Shield.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be like, you're an idiot. The opposite. But
yeah, it's a anagram or whatever.
Yeah,
Not
Sword,
anagram.
Sword like deals with outer space shit.
Okay.
And Shield.
This is the first time I've heard of them in the MCU. So.
Shield deals with like just Earth shit. But yeah, so Sword's like trying to get in and whatever. And fucking the top honcho dude or whatever, he shoots a missile at Wanda. And the girl from Captain Marvel, the little girl, she's all grown up now, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. So they sent the drone in there. She was like flying the drone, and she's like, Wanda, hey, can you chill out? And the jackass, the head of Sword, is like, fuck it, fire the missile. And she's like, what? I didn't even know this thing was armed. And everybody starts running out. They're like, we're getting some interruption in the field. Fucking Wanda walks out of the fucking field with her like cool Avengers stuff on, with the missile in her hand, and throws it back at him. And is like, stop fucking with me.
And doesn't she have her accent when she starts talking like that again too?
Stop fucking with me, or I will fuck you guys up. And the girl's like, I didn't know they had a missile. Please, Wanda, calm the fuck down. She's like, no, fuck all you. Just leave me alone. And walks out. It walks back, and it's nighttime outside, but it's daytime in the episode, so it's super cool.
Nice.
And she like gets back into her like 80s stuff. Shit's going down. I've never seen a TV series like do this before. I'm fucking hyped. I'm in, baby.
They also did a good job too, because don't they show everybody coming back from when the Hulk snaps his fingers?
Yeah, the girl she was snapped away.
blipped.
Yeah.
And yeah, like there's a scene where like everybody just comes back inside of a hospital basically, and everyone's like, what the fuck happened? Like, we're alive? Did we even die? What? And like no one knows 5 years has passed, but like that was the hospital that girl's mom was in, and she's been dead for 5 years because like everybody in the hospital disappeared. So anyone who was sick, you couldn't save them all.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it was.
You think that's gonna play a big role in the next Captain Marvel movie?
I don't know. She talked about she kind of hinted that there's like a little friction between her and Captain Marvel, which is super interesting. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Well, I mean, I could see it because Captain Marvel clearly got the fuck off of Earth immediately.
Yeah.
And, like, there was clearly a thing between Captain Marvel and that captain. Or not.
The mom.
Yeah, the mom.
Yeah.
And
apparently the mom started Sword.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
She made Sword.
Interesting.
So, like, the girl comes back. She's like, I'm ready to work again. And
I think
like,
she was trying to find Miss Marvel or something.
I don't know. No. I have no idea. My guess is that maybe she knows Miss Marvel's out there doing Galactus shit. Mm-hmm. So she's probably just like
setting something up to help her eventually.
Technically, she's Captain Marvel.
Actually,
Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel.
In the MCU, there is no Ms. Marvel yet. Fools.
Yeah. But yes.
Fuck you, James.
Shit's getting real. They brought back the have you guys seen Thor?
Thor
movies?
1?
Both of them?
I've seen Thor 1.
Yeah.
That was forever ago.
Okay, so you know...
You said both of them, aren't there three?
There's 3.
There's 3, yeah. But
I was like, which
the first
one?
two. The first two. You know...
Kat Dennings.
The girl?
Yeah. The girl I hated.
Yeah. They brought her back, which is super cool.
I heard about
that. Meow Meow girl. She calls the hammer Meow Meow.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they brought her back. The shit's kicking off. Shit's getting real. I'm fucking excited.
I hope you keep telling me about it whenever you watch it, because I'm clearly not going to watch it. I don't have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
If I did, I still wouldn't watch it because I'd be too busy watching like Moana and other movies from Disney that I want to watch.
Fucking Gargoyles is on there.
Yo.
Yeah,
okay.
I have a deep question for you guys.
Dude.
Yeah, deep question. Let's get deep.
In terms of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, am I more of a Charlie or am I more of a Mac? I can't pinpoint which one I am.
You're a Mac because you're not insane.
Yeah, I'd say Mac.
Yeah.
Not that they're not all insane, because they are, obviously.
I kind of feel like I'm a wild card, though.
Yeah, Charlie's like crazy insane.
Just because you touch shit
Mac's
doesn't mean you're a wild card.
Mac's a bit more grounded than Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would never throw a girl's phone number on the ground because she's black or white or whatever. You know, like that's a wild card. That's an incredibly attractive lady. Crumple card. You know, like.
I was just pointing at Amy this morning how Matt is a dentist and he like loves dentists because he sees himself in dentists.
That's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, it's weird, but it's true. He is a fucking dentist.
Who?
Matt.
Gerard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said Mac at first.
Oh.
I thought you were just explaining like character dynamics to her.
Oh, man. Yeah, I've never really seen Always Sunny, so I guess on that question, who am I? I know the characters, but I've never, sat down and watched it.
Yeah, you're not anyway. You should be happy about that.
Yeah.
They're all
I was going to say, if I was close to anyone, I feel like I'm a Frank.
No, Frank
no
is...
nonsense, but also, fuck you. Yeah, and how about that? Yeah, that's looting. I was in there. I was doing the looting. So I came out blasting, you know? Oh, man. So you got anything else interesting, or just anyone? Because I got a small list. So you'll be happy about one of the items on this list, Darius.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll jump right into that. Prince of Persia, the remake, is delayed indefinitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're like, it's just not up to the quality we want it to be. We can do better.
Yeah,
it's
I can see that.
Yeah, you can.
I can see that.
Oh man, because it's just it was.
They pulled a Metroid Prime 4.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They were just like, eee.
You know what? I respect it.
Absolutely.
Especially from Ubisoft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who's making it?
Yeah. Well,
I guess they own the IP or whatever.
They I think, didn't you tell me, James, they have an Indian company making it?
Yes. Yeah. It's a third party company is making the remaster, remake, whatever this ends up being. Late. But yeah,
that's good to hear, because I wasn't feeling it, and I love Prince of Persia. I replayed Prince of Persia last year.
Yeah, that's why when I saw that article, I was like, Darius is gonna be happy because this has a higher chance of being what he wanted it to be, right? Because I want to play it. If it's a $60 game, I won't. But if it's a 20 or 30, $20 is probably the highest I'll go. But
it's always a good sign when that happens, because they did that for Final Fantasy 7, the remake.
Yep.
So
yeah, they were like, we want to do it better.
Sure.
And I mean, like Miyamoto, you can say whatever you want about him, but his like dumb line of like a postponed game can eventually be good, but a bad game released is bad forever, and it's like, yeah.
Those things kind of changed.
It's true. But that taste of it being a bad game will always be there, you know? Like,
I would always know No Man's Sky was a fucking mess when it first came out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's better now.
Yeah.
But you're not going to play it because you're like, I don't know.
Cyberpunk will always be known for
having too many dildos in the streets. Yeah. Raining
dildos. It's the future, dude.
Oh, man. Fucking so good. I guess I'll keep this game gravy train going because there's a lot of shit that was happening. Fucking Gearbox, so the people who made Borderlands and Battleborn and all those got bought by a company called Embracer Group, which are the people, I think they were like formerly THQ Nordic, or like THQ Nordic got bought by these people.
You just say Battleborn.
Yeah.
it's from fame of Battleborn.
Yeah. Hey man, a bad game is bad forever.
No, it was just because Overwatch existed.
Just because Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch helped kill it.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many times that Overwatch had Overwatch had a free weekend the day that game came out?
Damn.
Blizzard actually tried to bury them.
Yeah. Yikes.
Literally, their release day happened and they went hopping.
It means you can download it for free.
What?
Was Battleborn
Overwatch?
After?
Is that what free weekend
you
means?
can download it for free and play it that
forever?
entire weekend. No.
Oh, okay.
But you can play it for 48
hours. So it's
hours.
kind of like a demo thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, Steam does that sometimes, I think.
Oh, yeah, totally. Epic does too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But no, how great is that, though? Do I pay $60 for Battleborn? Or I don't own Overwatch? I could just download Overwatch and try that.
Yeah, and oh, man, I like it.
Go figure.
Yeah.
And I think it was half off that weekend, too. So it's like you could play it for free and then get it for $30. And everyone was like, that one.
Yeah.
Not Battleborn. That one.
That was pretty strategic.
Yeah, Blizzard buried them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's neat. I don't know what that means
is
necessarily.
Is that a Chinese company?
I don't think it is.
THQ?
No, the group. What's the group called, James?
Embracer Group?
Yeah.
Let me look that back up.
Just people like buying companies with ridiculous companies I've never heard of, buying companies for ridiculous amounts of money just makes me go straight to, are they Chinese? Because I think what, Tencent?
Yeah, Tencent.
Yeah.
Tencent's like the biggest, but they're more like publishers, aren't they?
Kind of, but they are getting their fingers in everything, so it's like, you know.
Or at least as far as games are concerned, they're just publishers. I don't think they like make games at all. Yeah.
They also bought a bunch of other things on Wednesday, like Saber Interactive and like a few other like mobile things. So it's like, okay, like.
Does Tencent own?
It's a Swedish company.
Oh.
It's Embracer Group. Wow, they own 57 internal game studios, and they have over 200 franchises that they own now. Wow. Saints Row, Goat Simulator, Dead Island, Darksiders, Metro, Kingdoms of Amalur, Time Splitters, Satisfactory.
Oh shit, really?
So
Satisfactory?
Yeah, so they're just like, hey, we'll buy a bunch of companies and we'll make their shit. Fuck it. I mean, if they do good.
So now they have Gearbox.
Yep.
Does Gearbox make anything good anymore?
People like Borderlands 3.
I don't know about that.
I said people, you know. That's the safest statement I ever made.
I guess so.
I didn't play it.
Was mediocre, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of boring.
That's fair. I thought everything was boring after 2.
Yeah.
Pre-sequel, I got not even halfway through. I was like,
I think I got halfway through 2.
Oh, fuck.
Borderlands had its time.
Yeah.
It sure did.
When it first came out, it was revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
But, yeah.
What else you got?
I was about to give you guys shit. I was gonna be like, can you talk while I type so it's not just empty typing while I'm doing this? God damn.
Well, I see. Is that Tip Milk on your computer?
No, Darius, it's Dragon's Crown.
Dragon's
I
Crown.
thought she looked familiar. Yeah.
I played Dragon's Crown.
Yes, with
Absolutely.
me and
the
Noah.
2D side scroller from Vanilla.
Oh, they made a manga of it?
Yeah, it's like a prequel manga.
Is it good?
That's the wizard.
I am like 10
God,
pages
those
in.
jugs are just...
Dude, I mean, that's the way it is in the game.
It's true.
I mean, it
model.
is.
They're on model.
It is.
So the first Sony game is coming out on like Microsoft consoles this month, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The first Sony game's coming up. What game is it?
MLB, the safest choice they ever could have made.
Was that Sony exclusive?
That's a Sony exclusive.
Oh.
Yeah, if you wanted to play baseball on any other console, you had to buy RBI baseball. And the only reason I know about that game is because I saw it on the shelf every time when I was working GameStop.
Yeah.
Because A, Xbox is at the front of the store because Microsoft paid to have their stuff at the front of the store. And B...
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the placement for games in GameStops is usually done because of, like, marketing shit. 100%.
Now that
So-
you're saying it, Sony's always on, like, the back wall for some reason.
I feel like
Yeah.
Nintendo's on the back wall.
They both are.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft pays GameStop money to put our marketing up front.
And Sony and
Well,
Nintendo.
they need it.
Exactly. They're
Well,
hemorrhaging money.
I wonder do they do the same thing in Japan?
I doubt it.
So, yeah.
They don't want to spend money in Japan.
Yeah, Microsoft, that's a lost market for them for sure.
Every time, every day. They can never win in there. So that's cool. I
So-
mean, like, good for people who care about the baseball game. Like,
My
it was
guess
the
is
smartest move Sony could have made.
that maybe they feel like it's probably not selling as good as they need it to,
Yeah.
and they're just like, fuck it, put it on the
Well, MLB always sells like gangbusters.
Does it?
Yeah, but I bet they thought with PS5, right? MLB's no longer a system seller, so they were like, "Fuck it," you know.
It's a system seller.
It used to be, dude.
Really?
You have no idea how many people
I literally guess not.
I would sell a PS4 with MLB, and that's the only game they would pick up.
No
with it.
shit.
Not even
That's
kidding.
ridiculous.
Didn't Nick like buy it one time
Yeah.
and just not even play it, but
Yep.
he just bought it because
He played it twice.
did he? Oh, he actually played it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, dude,
Yeah.
MLB was a system seller for like
Huh.
people that aren't us, right?
Right.
Like,
Normies.
yeah.
Not degenerate
Yeah.
gaming losers.
Exactly. Oh man, 13 Sentinels. That looks great. Oh man, the people who would read even ironically tit milk, whatever Shinji no Nectar or whatever it's fucking called. Yeah, those people aren't the ones who are system selling for
Yeah.
MLB.
That's
you know?
ridiculous. I couldn't imagine
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
just buying a system for
So is it the number
game.
one baseball game?
Yeah.
It's the only one that
That's-
matters.
Yeah, you didn't even know there was a second one until today. Oh man, but yeah, people love the MLB games.
I wonder how Microsoft secured that though.
Honestly, Sony probably threw them a half-eaten bone and went, "Do you want?"
They
money
beat the
from
horse
us?"
dead. They were like, "How much money do you want to give us for this?"
Thank you, Lord Sony. Microsoft just needs to bow out already. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with a Nintendo versus Sony. Fucking
Yeah. Why doesn't Microsoft just stick to software?
Because people
They can't even do that.
people
You're
are,
right.
are Xbox fans, dude. It's a lot of them.
Dude, it's insane. Like the fucking ride or dies that Xbox has for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it. That speaking of Xbox, they released that new game, Medium.
Yeah, the horror game, right?
Yeah, it looks cool.
It's on PC, so
Yeah.
It, I was looking at it. I was like, man, this looks cool. But there doesn't seem to be any combat, and that's like, I won't play it because of that.
Oh, yeah.
You need combat.
I just don't want to be like sneaking around and not have any options.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't even play stealth games, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So like, I want options when
Yeah,
if it is gonna be a sneaking around game, I want options.
That's fair. Totally.
Yeah, I don't think I'd buy that game, but I'd like play with somebody or something.
Yeah, it looks super cool.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably like watch the like story cutscenes of it
Mm-hmm.
because it looks really interesting. Just like the way they designed it with the spirit world and a real world and stuff.
Yeah, so it's basically just a shitty Ghostwire Tokyo until Ghostwire Tokyo comes out.
Whenever
No
that's
offense,
coming out.
like I said, the medium looks great. Like I'd play it if I
Had a
had an
Xbox,
but I have a PC, so
Yeah,
I still
so-
play it.
Xbox Series X.
Series X, yeah, this Xbox.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I was gonna talk about the GameStop shit, but fuck that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
tired of hearing of
I
it.
don't even talk
Oh,
about
like the
that at all.
GME shit.
Yeah, the stock bullshit.
That shit plummeted, obviously.
Yeah, it did.
It's done
But
like
it's cool to
$60.
see internet have that power.
Yeah, they fucking bankrupted fucking trust fund.
Yeah,
So fucking
go get
nice.
bailed out, but whatever.
Yeah, that's insane. They literally gambled, lost the gamble, and they're gonna get fucking paid for
Dividends. Yeah.
Well, literally, people are starving and losing jobs, and they're like, "Here's $400.
Yeah.
Kill yourself if you want to." Like, holy shit, dude.
We'll give you the $400 in cash.
Yeah,
shoot your neighbor
you
for
can choose the
theirs if you want.
$400 or this rope.
It's a nice quality rope. Believe us.
Yeah, has silk in it.
It's not American made. We had to get it from China, but it's a nice rope.
Plus side, you'll only have to feel it for a couple hours.
Yeah,
That's long hanging. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm like-
hours.
that's a bad suicide if you're hanging for hours.
Well, I mean, the Slipknot instructions that cost money, so most families can't afford.
So
that.
it's like the $400 or the rope, or you can get the premium package, which is like an extra $200 out of your pocket. That's the rope and the instructions.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
God,
fair.
that got
That's
dark.
fair.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
You want
This is strictly
join
for
in
you
the
two.
bit?
Darius?
You guys are just getting darker and darker. I'll just like inch it toward the door.
There I go, guys.
Amy just texted me.
It's important. More than this. Oh man, I feel like I had something else to talk about with dumb video game bullshit, but I lost it and I didn't write it down, so it couldn't have been that important. Vaguely on the video game topic, September is when the Resident Evil reboot movie comes out.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow,
Resident Evil.
that was fast. I was expecting to get this for so many years.
Yeah.
Isn't it bullshit? Like they cranked this one out. How long have you been hearing about a Metal Gear movie?
Yeah. To be fair though,
Yeah, that's pretty recent.
there are 3. No, we've been hearing about that.
like
Metal Gear?
rumors and stuff, but like actually like
Concrete details.
like production is coming and like Isaac's the guy.
Yeah.
But
That's
that's
like
not
fairly
even,
recent.
that's not confirmed. That's still a rumor.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac he's like, I'm really excited to do it. I don't think he's confirmed.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not.
sure.
That's not like.
Tom Holland doing set photos.
Well, like the
So-
director for the movie, like was talking to like Dave Raposa to do posters and shit for it.
Yeah.
So it's got to be.
It's got to be moving.
No,
Close.
I've been hearing news of Metal Gear movie.
Dude, I
shit
was
from-
hearing news about the Battle Angel Alita movie while I was in high school, and that came out like a few years ago.
I was hearing Metal Gear movie shit when I was in high school. It's still not out. They've been wanting to make this movie forever, and like,
I'm glad they found someone who cares, actually, though.
I mean, yeah, it's nice, but like the technology is finally like here where you can actually make it good.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't do that shit 10 years, 15 years ago, you know?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing I was gonna say, right? Resident Evil has a little bit more going for it in this department because
You don't have to make a giant mech.
you don't have to make a giant mech. A lot of the filming is just practical effects. Zombies don't need to be CG.
And they're going to be in a mansion the whole time.
Exactly. So like those sets are tight.
Yeah.
There's only maximum 4 people in each shot.
Yeah.
And that's only like half the time. And like your monsters are going to eat up a lot of your budget. Like the tyrant, right? Or if you want to do like chimeras or hunters, you know, like that's going to eat up your
Crows.
budget. But yeah, crows. The most we're going to get is a out when they get outside. But no, I was going to say, the reason this movie is so much easier to crank out is it's the same publishing company or like producing company that made the other ones. So they kind of know what they're getting into, and they knew like, okay,
We've made a
understand
zombie
the
movie
budget.
before.
Yeah, we've made 7 of these, and the budgets kept getting higher. What's your budget? And they went low, and they went, you got it.
Yeah.
Start filming in Canada. Like, here's your mansion, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they definitely had a head start.
Just going to be a wild, deep-ass Resident Evil question, but I'm confident James can answer it. What month did Resident Evil 1 take place in?
Resident Evil 1?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I can probably...
I knew he could do it.
Brain blast.
He knows too. You know too, right?
Yeah, 2 and 3 are both at the beginning-ish of... No, it's the end of October.
Look at him.
Yeah. I'm like doing the fucking.
So give me one. How many months
it's
later?
in the summer. I don't think they say the exact number of months
Yeah.
in any of the games. They just say a few months ago or whatever. But I think it's gotta be. It's gotta be in like July.
Look at him. Look at him, man.
It's gotta be in July.
I don't know the answer.
Dude, I want this to be right.
But he's such a like Resident Evil nerd that I was like, he'll fucking know.
Okay.
What game do you think you know better than like most people? Like this kind of.
Like this kind of information?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably 2 or 3, just because I've played a whole lot of 3.
Well, I mean like a franchise, I guess.
Oh. Resident Evil?
Resident Evil, yeah, for you.
Yeah,
I was asking Darius.
Oh, I was looking away at the
yeah.
time, so I just assumed it was
Probably, I know a lot about Resident Evil. Probably Resident Evil.
Yeah.
What about
That's
you,
fair.
Sly?
Probably Sly.
Well, I gotta be a dick.
Whoa.
I thought that was your furry joke.
No.
He said it with a smirk. I heard the smirk in his voice.
I don't know like Sly a lot,
Sly's
so
dope.
I figured it was probably Sly.
Come on.
Do you know how old Sly is? Or do you not
I don't
give
know
an
if
age?
they state an age, like a number. Certainly an adult, at least.
Do you know what month Sly 1 takes place in?
No. I don't even know if that's like.
Okay, I was right in the beginning. It's October 1st, so it's the end of September is when the game was right. I was just thinking like the 30th, 29th.
Yeah.
So it's October 1st is the time frame of Resident Evil 2 and 3. So I think the first game takes place in like June.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I knew he'll know it.
I was struggling with a character yesterday when we were playing Shaolin Monks and we saw a giant snake and I talked about Richard Aiken and how he gets chomped by the snake and he goes, "Watch out. It's poisonous." And it's like, 1, it's not poisonous, it's venomous. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And 2, the poison is the least of your worries because those fucking 1-foot diameter fangs punctured your chest. Like, you can look like maybe he's trying to look like a badass. Like, yeah, it's the poison that's doing it. I can walk off these, no problem, Jill.
I love that James would like if I got chomped by a snake like that, I would literally say it's poisonous. Watch out. And James would be like, excuse me.
It's venomous.
Yeah.
Oh, really, Darius? Did you touch it and get poisoned? Dumbass. Aha! The game begins on the night of July 24th.
See?
You said June.
Yeah, it's in June, July.
Okay.
Yeah. But I walked backwards.
Okay.
Because I was like, I think there's a note that says it's like 4 months before or 5 months before. Oh, man.
What is my answer to your question, though? It would have been Kingdom Hearts, like, before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
Sure.
But after Kingdom Hearts 3, I can't keep up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the game that broke you, not the 30 before it.
Yeah.
The story was easier to follow in those because the jumps weren't as big. Kingdom Hearts 3 started throwing unreality at us.
Time travel.
And you're like...
I'll believe you.
Well, because before it was just, hey, that's a new evil dude. Okay, why? When a Heartless is made, if you're strong-willed enough, you also make a nobody. I'll believe it, sure, fuck it, right? Like, you can throw up your hands and go, sure.
There was like a couple just really grounded prequels.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
that
it was but yeah, after 3, I'm done. I'm just playing it for the experience. I'm on the ride. I'm not studying the ride. Do you feel the same way, James, or are you like trying your best to keep up with it?
No, I watched the ending cutscene of Melody of Mastery, whatever the fuck that Switch game was.
Yeah.
And I looked
actually,
at
no.
it. But I'm like, I'm gonna wait until the next real game, right? And then I'll still play. I'll buy it. I'll play it if it plays like a Kingdom Hearts game and not a rhythm game. But I'm in. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt because I had fun with 3, even if the story was stupid. Like I enjoyed.
Yeah, the
playing.
gameplay is fun.
Yeah.
That's all you need. You know, that's the core of a game. Make sure the gameplay is fun.
Exactly. So one more thing that I had is Sony took a big step, and they now own, I think it's like 1.4% of the company that owns From Software. So Sony is like,
so they've got some leverage.
They got some leverage
with a percentage of stock.
Yeah,
Nice.
Which is fine, man. Hey, that's all you need.
Because
if they own a percentage of the parent company, then they own a bit more of From Software. You know, like they probably got 10% of FromSoft. Like, but
I'm shocked Activision didn't try to do it after the success of Sekiro.
Yeah, right. Oh, they probably did and got laughed out of the room.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sekiro
we would
2,
like to not die.
Thanks for the money for Sekiro. It was nice. Peace.
Yeah, right. Apparently there was something like they helped a lot with the multiplayer aspect of Sekiro, and all I could think was
There's a multiplayer
aspect of Sekiro.
Is there?
I think you can see where people died or something, or like people can leave messages or some shit, but it's something that we would never do or use. There's like an asymmetrical multiplayer component of Sekiro that I remember, but I don't remember.
It's not
what.
like Souls where you can invade or
right,
go.
Exactly.
I don't know about that. It's been so long since I've beaten that game. I think the last time I played it was when Dan was in town.
Is that when James got married?
Yeah.
Has it been 2 years or 1 year, James?
Oh, that's super wrong. Since I was married?
It'd be like 2018.
Yeah.
So 2-ish.
Oh, you got married in
1.5.
2018?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking 2019 for some reason.
No, hang on.
No, Dan was here.
You gotta figure out.
Well, I'm
No,
thinking about
maybe it
other
was
things.
2019. Dan was in Wisconsin in 2018.
It's true.
So yeah.
So he had to fly out, yeah.
So 2018?
If he flight out again, then it was 19, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Trisha, Darius is yelling at me. She laughed. Oh, man. That's it on video games. Oh, no, it's not. Google Stadia is deciding to bow the fuck out because they're stupid.
What?
In software.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? How? They were going so strong. They had a plan, James.
My thing is Google Stadia kind of quits. So yeah, Google Stadia, they were like, look, clearly our service was stupid. The idea is sound, but like...
It's expensive to make video games.
Yeah, so they're like, our studios are going to release the games that we've been making since 21. Or like that should release in 2021. We'll still take games onto our service, but we're going to put out dev kits to be like, hey, if you want to use our like tech to make your company's cloud-based gaming stuff work better, that's smarter than us trying to get into the console market. And it's like, yeah,
Shit, they definitely
no
beginning.
shit.
Yeah. Well, like their hardware was like okay, but they didn't give a shit about like the software. Like there was no incentives to put anything on Stadia.
Yeah,
And like Google's basically like go fuck yourself when they like asked like what are you gonna do for us?
Yeah,
which is not the way to do it.
exactly. And like Microsoft killed them with Game Pass.
Yeah.
And because it was just a better deal than buying a fucking Stadia. Because you actually got games for free. Like, and then, so yeah. I don't know. It's cool. Cloud gaming's a neat idea. People have been jerking cloud gaming off since 2012. It's 2021. Cloud gaming still hasn't taken the world by storm. I'm not saying it won't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that a lot of people are going to push against it because...
Ownership's a big deal as well with that kind of stuff.
And like until the entire world has perfect 8G Wi-Fi 100% of the time,
but
you
like
still have to
if
worry
you have
about...
shitty internet and you buy like a cloud service like that and you're like, why isn't this working? That's on you.
It's not about people buying it though. It's about your customer base is small.
Sure.
Like, and that's the problem, right? Like
that's fair.
70% of Michigan can't use your service.
Yeah.
It just can't. Like, you're fucked. Most of Canada can't use your service. You're just looking at like all that population all those numbers go to 0 sales, and you go, oh fuck. Like, so yeah, until the entire world is Japan, where I can be in the middle of Mount Fuji and go, oh, 5 bars, you know? Like, it's just not gonna happen.
We need to move to Japan, then.
Yeah, exactly. We'll start our own mafia.
Yeah.
And we'll wear those Yakuza jackets and definitely won't get murdered. Oh, man. So the only other thing I really have to talk about is Goblin Slayer Season 2 got announced.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Nice. I'm glad it's doing well.
Yeah. There was the movie that they put out, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that, like, non-canon movie like every other?
I'm not sure, because it's weird. Because the movie, a lot of the imagery and the characters look like the last couple chapters that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's really weird. And I'm like, was that a side story? Or is that not important?
Yeah, it's super weird
But
that they'd, like, jump ahead that far for a movie.
exactly. So yeah, I don't know. That's cool. I'm like Noah said, I'm glad that glad people are digging Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer has the roughest first 2 episodes of any series.
Apparently.
Yeah. It's like because Darius, you don't really know anything about Goblin Slayer, right?
No.
You just know that I rep it and I love it.
It's great.
It's like walking into the eclipse of Berserk is episode 1. It's a tough pill to swallow.
That's a strong start.
And everybody bounced off.
Is it like a? Does it go into a flashback?
Nope.
Like this is what's gonna happen.
No, it tells you what the world is like immediately, and it's not a nice place to live in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then no other episode ever comes close to that level of holy shit. And it's like,
that's how the manga starts too.
Yep. That is
immediately.
It's 4 adventurers go into, and they're like, ha ha ha, we're fun adventurers. Let's go kill goblins, and the goblins fuck them up.
Yep.
Like
real bad.
Murdered, raped.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Okay.
And it's the whole point is, don't feel bad about goblins.
Yeah.
They aren't salvageable, right? They aren't misunderstood. Goblins are scum. And you go, got it. Goblin Slayer, save us. I watched the awesome thing of when he gets taken down by that giant goblin or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I watched the animation.
Your fault. Yeah.
And he just the fucking hair slips around the throat, and he's like, "What?" It's so good, so well animated. Anyway, so yeah, Goblin Slayer Season 2. It's dope. I'm excited. You guys got anything?
Oh yeah, but sticking to anime right now.
Good.
I know this is something I shouldn't do, but One Piece released their 1000th chapter.
Yeah.
And I think they're fighting Kaido right now. And a piece of me wants to dip my toe back in. But to dip my toe back in, I have to start at Whole Cake Island and go through all that shit. And I don't want to, but I just want to see Zoro be cool, James.
Ask your fucking question, Darius. I know what's coming. I'm
what?
ready. I'm prepared for it.
What do you think?
James, will you read to tell me if it's worth it? I could feel that's where you were going.
Will you?
Sure.
Yeah?
For you.
Have you read Whole Cake?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where'd you leave off at?
I finished right before Whole Cake ended. They were about to make the giant cake to fuck up Big Mom, and I was like, I don't care about Sanji baking a cake with his wife. And then I closed the tab.
Never looked back.
And I never looked back. which sounds pretty bad, but I'm not that far off.
But Kaido seems cool, and I hear that Kid is like fighting with them, and I hear that Law is there still too, which I don't understand. Why can't Law just like take his heart out and kill Kaido?
Yeah,
you know. But you know, it sounds cool. I just want to see Zoro be cool.
Oh, you know what? You just made a good point, right?
What?
Because anime always has that moment of, yeah, but why doesn't blank do X? Or comics do it too, right? Like, why doesn't Superman kill blank? Why doesn't... And everyone has that. And I was thinking about one earlier. Shikamaru from Naruto, right? His ability is shadow based.
Yeah.
All his shadow has to do is touch your shadow and you're done.
You're fucked.
Yeah. Why doesn't he just have flashbangs on his back? The second they go off, his shadow becomes infinite, and it will absolutely touch an enemy in front of him.
Sure.
Instantly. So he never tries that, and that sounds like a really simple but smart move to make.
Because Naruto is good and bad at the same time.
You're right.
Naruto, that guy from Boruto.
The best.
That's why.
Oh man, but like I was just thinking about that, right? Because like when he fights Tamari in the fangirl, there is
Chunin.
in the Chunin exams, he does this like use the hole to extend my shadow, and then make the balloon go in the air with the shuriken to extend my shadow.
That shit was cool, man.
Super cool, love it. Just one flashbang would have solved the problem if it was behind him.
Yeah.
One flashbang. It's just like, and my shadow technique, it doesn't reach. Bang, touched. I got you. I have so much chakra, so I'm just gonna like. That took like 4 points of my.
He's just a kid. He won't think about that, James.
But his character is that he's the smartest.
You know what? He's too smart, right?
Right.
He overthinks.
Yeah.
That
he tunnel visions too hard.
The Naruto writer did it again.
He's coming back to save Boruto. Thank God. Come back, Kishimoto.
I like
Come
that
back.
practical stuff, though. Like, that's just a practical way to make himself better.
What?
Like, just the flashbang thing.
Yeah. Like,
it's cool.
It just works.
It's not like a mystical, like, jutsu thing. It's just practicality.
Yeah, just smart. Arguably, you don't even need the sound component. You just need the light. You can do it with a flashlight. Like...
Doing shadow puppets and shit.
Yeah, dude. All Choji has to do is carry a flashlight behind him and go, flip, and then it's just flash.
Yeah, just have
got
it,
him.
yeah.
I got him, guys.
Do you think at night
I got Madara.
he's just OP because his shadow's everywhere?
Oh no, because
No,
at night
'cause it
he
has to
can't
be a
use his
thing.
technique.
Oh,
'cause he
yeah?
doesn't have a shadow.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there's light at night from the moon.
But kinda.
Kinda.
They're always in the trees. Doesn't count. I don't think he ever uses his technique at night.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
Yeah,
remember a
yeah.
fight with him at night.
no. Which is why Tokoyami is straight up a fuck you Shikamaru thing, kind of, because it's like
Tokoyami.
that's the name of the bird, dude, right? With the shadow.
Oh.
Tsukiyomi.
Oh,
That's his hero name.
Oh.
That's his hero name.
Yeah.
I think that was close at least.
What,
I don't remember.
Tokoyami is close to
Yeah.
his real. Yeah, maybe.
It's either close or is.
Yeah.
I don't
You
remember.
know what? I got the power of the internet in my hands. Tokoyami.
Yeah, got him.
That guy was
Fukikage
not gonna remember
Tokoyami.
that first
No.
part.
I love Sanji.
Yeah.
Is Sanji doing anything cool in Whole Cake?
No. He's a whiner the whole time. His family starts almost maybe dying, and his dad goes, spoilers for One Piece, I guess. His family's about to all get killed because that's the whole plan anyway. Is they want to kill his family while he's getting married, and they'll kill him too. And because every single one of his brothers and sisters are fucking insane, they're like, ha, we're gonna die, ha, hilarious. And the dad's like, what did I teach you guys? Like, we're gonna die, that's a problem. And they're like, yeah, Dad, you taught us to kill at like a young age, we don't give a
They're
fuck.
assassins, right?
Yeah. And they're just like, yeah, if we die, who cares? You literally taught, like, ha ha ha.
That's cool.
Who
That
cares?
the mental fuck up that the dad did has consequences.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, but it doesn't, because they all get saved, and then it doesn't matter. Like, it's literally 2 panels of ha 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 ha, and then Luffy's like, I'm the hero, and it never goes back to them. It's not good.
I want it to be good, but yeah. So like they're in Wano, and I think I know kids there. Killer's there. I think Killer
are there.
No, Killer, the character.
Yeah.
I think he's
I
fighting.
don't remember him at all.
You don't remember he's
I-
one of the Supernovas.
Yeah,
The
but-
mask.
Okay, I was gonna say, is
Yeah.
he the mask? Because I know Scatman Abu is
Long arm guy.
with the piano arms or the piano teeth, both.
But
probably.
yeah, Killer and Kid are there, and I think they're fighting Kaido too. So from what I think is happening, Zoro, Luffy, Killer, Kid, and Law are all fighting Kaido, I think. And it sounds cool.
That'd be cool.
And
I
why?
wonder where the ass pull's gonna come.
Yeah, why Law can't just take out the heart? Or
Why can't Law take out the heart? Why doesn't Zoro use
I-
his Asura mode that was super cool? Why doesn't Luffy
why?
just close his eyes and win? Because that's what's gonna happen. Why does
He's gonna punch him hard first, James.
You're right. He's gonna punch him so good.
Have you watched any One Piece?
It's funny you bring up One Piece. 3 weeks ago, I put on the first episode because I needed some background noise, and then halfway through it, I shut it off.
Yeah.
So I was like, "There's too many episodes, and I don't care enough."
That was the right move.
I made it to the Arlong arc when like
Toonami?
it was playing on Toonami or whatever, but after that, like, even like all the stuff that I did watch, I only remember Kuro, the smoke guy.
Smoker's cool.
Yeah,
Kuro's
Smoker's cool.
the cat
The
claw,
cat claw.
dude. And then Arlong, kind of.
Kuro vaguely comes back, kind of.
Sick. I liked him. He was
800 episodes later.
cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Kuro's dope. I'd play him in the shitty, like, PS2 fighter.
Yeah. Was that One Piece Berry something or some shit? I don't know.
Mhm. It was the
Pirate
weird...
Festival or
It was
some
like,
shit.
they all look like Nendos.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it, what game you're talking. I just don't know the name. God, One Piece is just rock solid.
Dog shit.
No, it's page after page of missed opportunities. Like, yeah. So the thing we're talking about, hold up, because I want to show it, like, tell about this. So they're fighting some super dope people, and this is probably one of the best fights in the series. It's the CP9 fights.
Yeah.
CP9 super dope because they're actually going like 1-on-1 against people that are like matching them.
Okay.
And Zoro has a moment where he's like almost fucking dead, and he pulls this out of his ass, but it's cool because it's new and unique, and straight up it's called like Asura mode, and he becomes an Asura. He
Nice.
gets two more heads sprout out, and 2 more pairs
Like,
of arms
physical
with his
heads
swords.
or like stand
Physical
stuff?
heads.
What?
And 2 more pairs of arms show the fuck up. All with his swords. So there's 9 total swords, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Because they're just coming out of his spine. And then he, like, does some crazy shit, and we've never talked about it again.
What?
Yeah. Post time skip,
this-
he literally hasn't even used it.
He only did it once, and it was, what, 2007?
Maybe. Maybe.
I want to say CP9 arc is 2007-ish. Maybe 2009? And he hasn't done it since.
Yeah, dude.
And that's why I want...
What?
Like, it actually happens, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this? And that's
They never explain it.
They've made figures of him, for fuck's sake, using this mode. And he's never done it again. And it's just because, obviously, he hasn't been pushed hard enough.
Sure.
But, like...
But when I tell James I want to see Zoro do cool stuff,
Yeah.
this arc is like a samurai island.
Okay.
So,
It's
course,
his. It's
Nice,
his
nice,
arc.
nice.
It has to be
Sick,
his
dude.
arc.
and like I just want to see Zoro. So they're doing stuff. It's time for him to do stuff, and I want, but I want to get back into it. So I don't know. It's a hard decision I got to make.
The last big fight that Zoro was in, pro tip, was he was pussyfooting around for hours while people were dying, and then he went, ah, dang, I can't fight him like this. I guess I'll fight him like the way that I was taught. And then he just immediately slices through the dude with no resistance whatsoever.
What the fuck was his
and
name? He had a
wins.
weird name.
He sure did. He was a dude that could like go into buildings.
Yeah,
and,
he was like a
make himself
castle
of
man.
stone. It was cool. But like then he's just like, I guess I gotta use the trick that I learned. Voop, one swing, dude's done. And it's like you let all those people die and you could beat him in one swing.
Jesus.
And so like he didn't even try. He was just It's like fucking Goku slapping Hercule, right? Like no, it was Cell slapping Hercule. It was just he's in the mountains. Next, like I don't hate One Piece. I just want it to be better than it is, right? Because I was there, man. I was on the front lines.
Yeah.
Page after
I was in the
page,
thick of it.
chapter after chapter. I was in those ditches. You don't understand.
It has
Fishman Island, motherfuckers.
Fishman's Island is a lot of bullshit too. You got to put up with a lot of bullshit.
Yep.
It doesn't really get that good.
And the AMVs, those never wash out. But yeah, man. So yes, I will for you go back, go through Whole Cake, get to where we are now, and I'll just see. Maybe it'll be okay.
Well, I'm thinking about watching it.
If you want to. I'd rather we watch Jujutsu Kaisen because that's actually good.
I'll watch Jujutsu with you guys.
I mean, yeah, that's like when we have together time. I'm not gonna put you through One Piece watching One Piece. That's One Piece. You watch One Piece from. They have like 1,000 episodes, dude. You watch that alone when you hate yourself.
If you want to watch One Piece, I'd rather you play Yakuza.
You're 100% right. That's what I'm trying to say, Jay. I don't want this life, but there's like a piece of me that's saying you do want this life. Itch. I don't want the
voice
life.
in your head.
Let me read it.
It could be good.
Let me read it, and I will get back to you objectively whether or not enough cool stuff actually goes down that you should watch it.
Okay.
Just don't put yourself through the torture. I can get through a 200 chapters in a weekend, right?
Yeah.
I can take the pain, much like Zoro took the pain after the Thriller.
The part was so cool, man. There's this one part where they meet this guy and he can like take pain out of people.
Okay.
And so Luffy goes to this huge, ridiculous fight where he like doesn't he become a giant or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like just borderline of death, right? And he takes all the pain out of Luffy because is he about to die?
Yeah, he's about to die, and everybody's unconscious and like out. Except for Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji, because they're the badasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, oh, fuck.
They're the big three.
Yeah. And then this dude drops down, and they're like, what? And he's like, I'm going to kill Luffy. And they go, no? I don't think we can fight you, but no? Does no work? Good. And he fucking takes, he's like, okay, fine, hold up. And he takes all the pain and tiredness out of Luffy, and then he walks over, he like takes a piece of it, and he throws it into Zoro, who's fucked up himself.
Mm-hmm.
And like it hits him, and he has like a horrible fucking like pain-induced panic attack. And he's like, oh my god, what the fuck is this, dude? And he's like, I'll let you all go free, but you have to take all this pain.
It's so cool. No.
Damn.
And Sanji's like, nah, you can't do it, dude. Let me take it. Let both of us take it. We can do something. And he's like, yeah, all right. Hits him with the Vegeta special, knocks him out. And he's like,
Dang.
and he looks at the dude and he's like, okay, I don't want to do it here. Let's do it in the woods. And then the next
Zoro?
thing up, yeah.
Nice.
And then the next thing you see is like everybody starts waking up and Luffy's like, I feel great. This is amazing. I'm the best.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, how are you? You went through the worst of okay. And Sanji wakes up and he's like, fuck, where's Zoro?
Yeah.
And he runs into the forest and Zoro is just standing there still. And he's just
Show him the
covered.
picture. Show him the picture. And I think he has his arm crossed or something. It's so cool, no. It's
Dude,
so
it
fucking
sounds
cool.
dope.
Yeah, but it's
I mean,
trash.
Zoro's
It's fucking
good.
trash. No, this series trash. Don't do it.
Yeah, dude, and like he just looks dead as shit, and like this is like the dumb orb of pain coming at him and shit, and like Sanji's like, what the fuck happened? And he's like, nothing happened, and you are going to tell everybody that nothing happened. And it's like,
That's the best shit right
it's
there.
super good. And then everything post time skip is garbage. Dude, the giant war that happens is amazing. The prison break, amazing. I'm not kidding. Some of the best everything
Dude,
I've ever
let me
read.
tell you this. So they have a prison of all the pirates, the worst pirates
Yeah.
ever, and Luffy is like, I need to go down there and save my brother, and his brother's at the very bottom, right, of the prison, and they're like, okay, Luffy's not with his crew, he's alone, he's like on a weird island with like a whole bunch of women, and they're like,
Luffy?
yeah, and they're like, Luffy, what's your plan? How you gonna get in there? You gonna sneak in there? He's like, no, I'm just gonna walk in. And he gets in and just starts just going through it. There's no espionage at all, and you're like, he's
There's no
gonna die.
plan,
Yeah.
anything. He's just fuck it.
And it's fucking dope, dude.
What
It's
happens
fucking-
happens.
And
Yeah.
so it's better in the manga because he's just covered in blood
Shit.
and still bleeding.
Nice.
But yeah, the fucking prison break. Oh my god.
But it's a bad story.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably not watch.
Yeah, all that blood.
Not
Oh.
watch it, but
Don't waste your time.
maybe in like 50 years I'll read it when it's
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll die before this thing. But dude, that's the problem is that like there are so many legitimately cool moments and it's all pissed away. Because all the characters just regress.
You
Yeah.
speak so much truth, and it's sad.
That's gotta be the worst.
Because like it's like, let's say this stuff that happened in the new My Hero shit, right? This big war that happened.
Yeah.
It's like if the next chapter they just went to school and never talked about it again.
Yeah, because they won.
Because they won.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, school's fine. But what about the big bad? Yeah,
It's
school's
not a
good.
problem anymore.
And like then you just had to settle with 10 years of normal hero work. And they don't even
Right.
worry about it.
Jesus.
That's what One Piece is.
Damn.
Because everything post time skip, because right before the time skip happens, crazy as shit. And then it's like,
You have the people who like who are attached to it and love it, and they refuse to leave.
yeah,
And this will never show the Arthur like
Called
you need to
domestic
stop.
abuse.
exactly,
Yeah.
dude. It's Stockholm syndrome
Yeah.
at this point. And like that's the problem, right? Is that like in every single fight, I guess maybe not now in Kaido, right? But every single fight, no single character has had to show even 1/8 of their power, or maybe even 1/10, and they still win against the big bad of the arc. And like I was talking about this.
Are they just like not pushing limits anymore?
No.
Jesus.
Like you remember when I was like, oh, I guess I can't cut him like this,
Yeah,
and then he
yeah,
just
yeah.
that was last like 2 arcs ago. 2 arcs ago.
Jesus.
And like straight up, I was telling Darius about this and like Matt and Ryan on the old podcast. I was like, this is the problem with Oda, is that he forgot how to write his characters because he constantly is separating them now. Because they're so strong if they were in the same room dealing with
They
the same
job
problem.
Fucking God.
Yeah, they would just win. So like that arc where he cuts the dude in half, literally half the crew is off of the island because he couldn't write them being there.
Yeah.
Because if all the full strength of the Straw Hats was there, the arc doesn't exist.
Sanji is like on a boat going to another island.
Yeah, and so is Chopper, Brook, and
Is there a
Nami.
reason
Yeah.
for them to be separated?
Yes.
He can't
Okay.
write.
But like
that's the
Aside
reason?
from that, but
yeah,
like,
yes, the reason is somebody came up to Sanji and was like, we're gonna take you, you have to go or we'll kill everybody. And Sanji's like, I'll do it, don't tell them, I'm leaving, I'm off the crew. And like Brook, Chopper, and Nami are like, we gotta follow him. Somebody get a message to Luffy that we're following Sanji, someone took Sanji. And like you're like, okay, cool. But
Guess what happens to the next arc when they all make it to the island where Sanji was?
they win.
no,
No.
they separate again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And half the people go to this samurai island, and then Luffy and 2 people, or 1 person.
No, it's Luffy and Nami
Nami.
and Chopper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all go to help Sanji.
And Brook, I think. Yeah.
Instead of Brook is there too. You're right.
Yeah.
Instead of let's all go and save him immediately.
Yeah. Like smart people.
Come on, like
And Luffy isn't a good character, and you follow Luffy, and I don't like Luffy.
yeah.
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 Luffy is your stereotypical shonen pro tag without any flavor.
Yeah. He's just bland.
Like-
And white bread.
yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He's,
Deku has a
he's
lot of
basic
flavor.
Cheez-Its.
He's Superman, Silver
Yeah.
Age.
Yeah. Yeah, he just is. The way I'm thinking about talking about One Piece, right, is like in Dragon Ball Z not Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, right? Goku's fighting Frieza, ba 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 ba, and they're like, oh my god, Goku's gonna lose. What happens? And they keep camera panning over to a fully fresh Vegeta who's
Standing
like,
there.
yeah, who's almost as strong as Goku. So the second Goku goes down, you have a fresh Vegeta who can just. We have won the day. Like,
But the end is kind of cool because Frieza says, fuck it.
yeah, he gives up and blows up the planet. But like that moment of just being like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Oh, all y'all arrested? Okay, so you can jump in at any time. Yeah, we can jump in at any time. But like we just want to not right now.
They're
Why?
like, we're not gonna fuck up his 1v1.
Yeah,
this
like,
is
come on.
rude.
Now if he loses, we're gonna stomp that motherfucker. But he's not gonna
Stomp you
lose.
right now.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's us gushing about One Piece for too long. Fucking One Piece.
Gushing.
Yeah, hatred, seething rage.
It's a bad series.
Venting.
No, it's not a bad series. It's an okay series.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you
Well-
said you had something to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
other than this.
Yeah, I did have something to talk about. So, I just finished Dune.
Oh shit!
And,
the Doom podcast is happening right
No,
now.
no, no.
8 hours.
No. But one big part about Dune is like they a big theme about Doom, I guess, is like leadership.
Yeah.
And like people being charismatic and how that can like affect people.
And how it affects everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I was just thinking about like,
well, you know what Frank Herbert says about like charismatic leaders?
yeah.
They should come with a warning label, maybe hazardous to your health.
So true.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about like leaders and like what makes a leader, and like some people say like either you're born with it or not. There's like two people, leaders and followers. But I also wanted to ask about the theory of an alpha male and like
betas, omegas, and
yeah, like
all that.
Do y'all believe in that as well? Because I don't believe there is such thing as an alpha male. I think people are just
there's
fucking
certainly like a hierarchy. I believe. I don't think it's like as black and white as
I think it's one
you're
of those
an
things
alpha,
where
you're an omega, you're a beta, and
and that's
shit.
your life.
But there's definitely hierarchical systems in human like cultures.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's something that's like set at birth.
Right.
I think any human being can learn to be a quote unquote alpha male, right? Or like any,
whatever you want to, whatever characteristics you want to define for the,
exactly.
You can certainly like use.
That's the same talk of like nature versus nurture or
right.
what have you,
so
right?
You two both believe that there is alpha males.
Well,
I not in the sense that like they're alpha, but like that kind of system where like there's kind of like a pecking order is certainly a thing. I just don't think it's like based on personality type per se.
Can you explain it in a different way? I'm not really understanding.
So like a king doesn't have to be like an alpha, because like you can be born into kingship, right?
Yeah.
But that's still like a pecking order. Like there's peasants under them, bishops. And
yeah,
like,
that's just like the order that
right.
people made. Yeah, that they established.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the alpha male, beta.
But you could
delta,
say all
whatever.
kings are alpha because they're at the top.
Right.
But that's not necessarily true.
I think the whole alpha male whatever thing is people just trying to like
systematize everything.
Exactly, because it's like that person's doing good. It has to be because they
Sure.
are an alpha, and it's like no,
Sure.
not necessarily. Like, and it's also like trying to go more primitive with things, right? Because like they're like, oh, look at a wolf pack, that's the alpha male, right? And it's
right.
if you want to be the alpha male, the leader of the pack, then you should be like, and it's
The strongest.
exactly, and
whatever.
it's like no,
yeah.
you know, like
it's different for humans, but like you kind of see that systems in like human culture.
Does charisma
gives you a better
equal alpha male?
opportunity to have that to have the opportunity to be higher in the pecking order.
right?
Like if you're, I don't know, talking to people and like I don't know, interacting with them in that way, then they'll probably like respect you more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe. No.
I
That makes
agree.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like thinking about it, the like alpha male and like leadership while reading that book or listening to that book.
Because that's also a thing of like whenever I hear alpha male or things like that too, I instantly start thinking about like toxic masculinity sort of
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
which I think they go hand in hand.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the type of people who care about
Being alpha.
right or have more of a chance of having the like a toxic personality.
Yeah.
I would say not even like toxic masculinity, but like their mindset is more
Shitty.
yeah.
It's
Do you
'Cause,
think
like-
I'm sorry, continue.
No. I was
it's
just
like-
kind of ramble.
well, like there's the thing where like psychopaths tend to be like higher up in the pecking order, at least in like businesses and stuff, because they lack empathy,
Yep.
which isn't good in a leader position. Like kind of, because
You've
trying to be
talked
like
about this
equal
too,
and all of
actually,
that
Darius.
shit isn't great. Like you have to have like
You have to be willing to give up things.
Right.
Or, like you have to be willing to not care about things
yeah
that you want to give up, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
Was
yeah,
that
you said you
in
watched
God
like a
Emperor?
YouTube documentary or something about that, about like people in business positions that are higher have a certain mental state.
Oh yeah, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like sociopaths.
Yeah, and that's what Noah was
Yeah,
talking
Yeah.
Maybe psychopath I meant sociopath.
Sociopath.
Yeah. Steve Jobs is a prime example.
Yeah, 100% a sociopath.
Like, yeah, for sure. But
It's that in a corporate setting, it's that
Right.
willingness to step on someone else to raise yourself.
Yeah.
And in a business standpoint, that is sadly a necessary skill
Yeah.
in most of the time to go higher.
yeah,
But yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on like what your values are, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
do you think people are like can learn to be leaders?
Absolutely.
Or do you think that's like
it's a skill for sure.
yeah?
And you can learn skills.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Do you-
remember who said it, but there's like people say this all over the place in books and stories and whatever, but it's like the people who say they want to be leaders generally shouldn't be leaders. You know, because it's like the people who become leaders because it was thrust upon them are usually a better choice to
Right.
lead, because it's like
Yeah, I
the
think that's like-
necessity
Yeah.
rises you to the occasion.
I think that's the whole entire theme of Game of Thrones.
Oh, that book that I keep talking about, Tribes on Homecoming and whatever. He talks about that in like times of crises, like a hierarchical system will like arise based on like needs, and how like the more like kind of like aggressive, or not necessarily aggressive, but the people with those kinds of traits will like lead better. But like there's also places in the pecking order for like more empathetic people, because you need like both of them to do their things in order to create an environment where everybody can kind of survive.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What do you think every leader needs to be charismatic?
On some level, I think so.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because when I think of like presidents,
Yeah, I mean more recently, not sorry to cut you off,
No,
but
you're good.
it's definitely been more of like a popularity contest, you know?
at least I think in our lifetime for sure. Because like what we started with Clinton, he's super charismatic.
Yep.
People loved Bush. Like I remember as a kid hearing, "I'll have a beer with him." That's why I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Obama's Obama. You know? that's the charismatic king right there. And then
Yeah.
Trump is fucking
He's charismatic.
yeah.
We can disagree with the charisma, but
Yeah,
like no one can say he doesn't have it. Like
Biden, I don't know. I just feel like Biden's the we need to get Trump out of here vote
Sure.
position. Like I don't really get much charismatic vibes from him. He just seems like pretty standard.
Yeah.
granted, that might be really good.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we
We
need
kinda-
right now.
We don't need someone loud right now. You know, like
Yeah. But I don't know. Do you think? I feel like charisma can like be learned, but also I feel like it can. I kind of feel like it's just like who you are, because like I can read books on being charismatic as much as I want to, or try my best, but I just feel like it will never like be genuine, and it won't really help
That
me.
doesn't go like hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like you can learn a skill like that and not be genuine. Like you're more of a sociopath if you do that kind of shit, but, for sure. But like you can employ, you can employ like charismatic techniques and like lie about it essentially.
in case you guys were wondering why Darius said my name, it's because I gave both of them finger guns when I was like, if you do it in a way that isn't genuine, it's sociopathic. And I'm like,
Have you ever done that? Like
What?
tell people
like-
what they like. Why are you looking at me like
Well,
that?
there's like white lies like that.
Well, my question, James, have you ever like told people what they want to hear, or like strategy, like done things to people to?
I
be like,
have done that
I think in
to help people. I
Yeah.
have never done it to put myself in a better position.
I was gonna say intention matters with
Yes.
that kind of thing. as
Because
well.
I have done that. I'm just gonna be honest. I have done that to you
Yeah.
to help you through things because I know that it would be helpful, but that was the best way to phrase it to help you get through the moment, right?
I mean, yeah, that's your job as a friend.
Exactly.
So
And like I didn't do it to like be like, yes, now Darius will owe me a favor. I'm a sociopath. It was, this is the best way to say it. And even though, not that it wasn't true.
How would that be
whatever.
like disingenuous though? I don't want you to like reveal what this is or whatever.
No, I don't mind revealing it. I just don't want to reveal it on the podcast.
Yeah.
No, I guess it's not disingenuous, right? It's more that it feels slightly worse knowing that I knew what I was doing was manipulating the information to be a better spot, right? It's like how a news reporter, right, would be like, instead of saying something like 12 people died, it's like 6 children died. Like you'd focus on the information that would get
different kinds of
exactly. So it doesn't feel like, I don't feel like I did something wrong in doing what I did, but it definitely wasn't like I thought and made a conscious decision to present the things that way,
a specific way,
exactly,
as opposed to like just pure facts, I guess.
Right, or like pure, this is what I thought.
Okay.
Right, because I've done that sort of thing, right? It might not be what I think, but I'll say something that will help, even if I don't think that way, because I know that will help something, right?
Sure.
But yeah, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Some people are just like born with the super charismatic personality.
Do you believe in nature versus nurture then?
Explain what that means.
Are you born a certain way, or do you pick up your things like from like just being alive in your experiences?
I think it's both.
Yeah, I think in the way of like mental illnesses, like sociopathic tendencies and stuff, that's probably more genetic. But I think for the most part, I believe more nurture.
Yeah.
Because like,
is nurture how
you're raised. Yeah. So like, if like 2 psychopaths have a child, is that child inherently a psychopath? Or like if they take that child away and raise him with like 2 good people, would that person just end up being a psychopath because that's the way their genetics are? Or would that person be a good person because they were raised by good people?
I don't know, dude.
It's a tough question.
Yeah. Because
like, there's no right answer, technically. Not yet, at least. You know?
I know for sure, like, my cousins, one of them is like a super like, what's it called when you just like stay to yourself?
Introvert.
Super introvert. Doesn't like to go out and do stuff, and like his parents are kind of the same way.
Sure.
But his brother is a super extrovert, where it's just like he has friends everywhere, loves going out and dancing. I'm like, where did you get this from? And that's kind of that question of like,
sure,
I guess it wasn't genetic because your parents aren't like that. Your big brother isn't like that.
Yeah.
How are you like this? You know?
And that's where kind of the nurture thing comes into play, though, too, because it's like he obviously made a concentrated effort to be like, I am not a fan. Like maybe he didn't necessarily make it, but he like looked at the situation around him and went, I want something else.
Yeah, I want to do this instead.
Yeah, this just feels right.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me think that like, you know, some people are just born with like a personality that draws other people in, which is super interesting because like, I don't know, I find that as like, that's like a code to crack that I've been trying to figure out like how. Like, I'm okay at it. I'm not
pretty charismatic, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I know people who are, like, really good at it.
Sure.
And it's like...
Yeah, I know.
Not you. I was thinking about other people, too. But, like...
Hurt.
But just, like... It's kind of like that, just school. Like, I was always... super cool everybody, but I wasn't the most popular. But you know who the most popular person is, and that's the super charismatic motherfucker that everybody loves. And I would sit there and like dissect, like, why the fuck does everybody love this guy? You know?
Well, they love him because of his actions, and you just have to see what he's doing. Like, is he cracking jokes? How is he asking people?
Yeah, right. Like,
how does he interact with people? That's kind of like the key to it, and you just kind of have to like watch it and see like what that is and try to adopt those practices.
Yeah, totally. I was like, I would do that, but at the same time, it's just like you can't be there for every situation.
Yeah.
And then like I'd be like, I just don't feel like talking right now. You know, like like someone is talking to me. Sometimes I just don't fucking feel like talking or entertaining you.
Yeah.
But you know, the super popular kid would be like there for it the whole time. You know. So.
Yeah, but that's probably like a conscious effort
Exactly.
as well.
Because I've
So,
done
like,
that shit.
Giving into that
Every
temptation to kind
fucking-
of say like, I don't really want to talk, so you don't talk. They probably feel like, oh, I don't really want to talk, but they keep doing it.
Right.
You know? They just push past that.
Yeah.
But who
'Cause,
knows? Maybe they just love it. Then they could.
Because I know I am that way. I'll just push myself to go do stuff. It doesn't matter.
I'm
Like-
super introverted, but like if something like I'm not against doing things that's like outside of my comfort zone if I feel like it will help me grow as a person.
Yeah. Shit, I just do it because I like if I'm like, oh man, I should do this thing, then I'll be like, what's up? You know, like
Yeah.
fucking you just push past it,
Mm.
and it's like,
Yeah. Well, like I guess in like college when we had to do like acting for animation or whatever, I was with Gabe, if you remember him.
I do.
And I do that mask scene. I don't know if you were in that class with us.
I was in one of them with you because you and I did one together.
Okay, then we were in the
Then
same
we were in
class.
both of them.
Yeah,
'cause we
so
took
the
both
second
of
one
them
that I
pretty
had
quick.
to do was like one person had to play Jim Carrey and the other person had to play the therapist that he talked to about the mask. He probably wasn't a therapist or archaeologist or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was like telling him how to do it. But the dude who played the therapist was like very like kind of how I talk, which is like very monotone and just kind of like slow and like whatever. But like I wanted to play Jim Carrey's part because I wanted to like, you know, put myself out there.
You
more.
took an effort to
Yeah.
do the thing
Like,
you're not comfortable
Right, that was a conscious effort on my part to
Yeah.
do something like that.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
It's- I don't know. Just like reading Doom book and like the character Leto is like super charismatic. I
Yeah.
don't know about Paul. He has so much going on that he doesn't have time to really
Yeah.
be charismatic. It's like,
But on the
James
plus
was
side,
mad
he
at me
doesn't
that
need-
I corrupted you into thinking that he was a bad guy.
Yeah, I was like, dude, don't make him seem like an asshole. It was like watching somebody's hero die in their eyes.
I wanted him to critically think about his
dude,
character.
Darius was walking down the stairs. He's like, yeah, Paul's an asshole. And I'm like, not really. Like,
Yeah, and no, like it's gray.
yeah, like it's up for interpretation.
Yeah,
Because like, is he an asshole? Yes, but also no, because he doesn't want it.
Mhm.
But it'll happen
but
regardless.
he's actively doing it.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
rough. It's great.
when it comes to leaders, what do you guys like think a leader needs?
shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Personally, I try to implore like empathy above anything else,
Yeah.
which probably wouldn't make me a great leader, but
I don't know. I just doing good.
yeah,
Like-
yeah.
I guess that would be. I just want them to do good things.
Make good decisions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
You go, but I need to remember that I was gonna say something about the whole like leader / like high school situation.
Go for it.
So, I actually know somebody I had to talk to, because like my brother was the leader of like the group at his high school.
Sure.
Not like the head honcho, but like he was the head of his group of friends.
Mm.
And one of his friends told me like that like he had a moment where he realized that he was the second in command. And like he realized that that's where he belongs, that's his station, and he shouldn't try to go higher.
Sure.
And I was like I thought that was a really interesting conversation that he had with me, because like
Oh,
he
yeah.
tried to go to the number one position, right? Like he tried to not usurp, because this is
Yeah.
high school and I don't want to use these like grandiose terms. But like he was like telling me, he's like, yeah, I actually tried to like not like get people against him, but like kind of do a takeover, be like, maybe I could lead the group. And he's like, I realized real quick that I couldn't, and that was a mistake, and that I belong down a peg.
Yeah,
like
that's not actually what he wanted.
Yeah,
it was just an idealized version of what he thought he wanted.
Exactly. And it's like kind of that moment of like he's like, no, this is where I should be. This is my spot in life, is the right hand man to someone that he perceived to be greater.
Yeah,
and like
he's
that's
the
kind
Duncan
of
Idaho.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what Duncan is. Duncan doesn't want to be a leader.
Right.
Duncan is comfortable in a side position, right? And it's like I vaguely agree, because it's like I love the idea of like that shadow leader position, right? Like I don't want to be the charismatic person being like, I'm in front of the screen, you know? It's like I want to be the person in the back that no one sees that gets the work done. Because it's like y'all can like it's 90% of Trump's aides, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like Trump was the face, and they were like, how do we make this work?
Yeah.
And it's like they
Like,
did it.
He's
as
not writing
best as
all
they
the
could.
words on these bills. He's signing.
Exactly.
Well, no president is. But.
Right, but
I don't know. It was something like was up with me in high school, as in like the whole like group leader thing, because I always like will like know and point that out and see, like I refuse to lead, to like just follow people.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if that makes me an asshole or what, but like I would just see like y'all following him right now. Nah, fuck that. And I don't know if it's been good in my life or not.
Yeah.
But that's something I actively like see. But also sometimes I'm okay with following someone who like I think is a good leader.
Yeah.
Like a lot has like made me think about those situations. Like at UPS, I had like a lot of like shitty supervisors, and like I'll just be like, "Yo, you suck," and like I would like disrespect them and like not care what they have to say. But like I eventually did get a really good supervisor, and I fucking love that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, and like it makes it. I think about that shit a lot, especially when it comes to work, because you're always gonna have like a supervisor.
Yeah.
You know,
Somebody will be above you.
yeah. But I think about that shit a lot. But I don't know. I always, when it comes to like leadership abilities or just like being in a group, something about me. I don't know if I'm an asshole or what, but like either we all are the same, or you better be a good leader, or I'm gonna like challenge it. I don't know, dude. Like,
well, no, that like kind of piggybacking off what you're saying, like I agree. I'm the type of person where I'm not just going to do something someone said if I don't think it's a good idea, right? Because like if somebody's like, "Hey, do this," and I'm like, "Why?" and they go, "Because," I'm like, No, talk me through this.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is a worse idea. Here's why. Why do you think it's a good idea? Like, I need to hear a little bit more before I just, and I don't know. Maybe that's just, like fear of the Hitler, right? Because I think that might be part of it with you, Darius, is that like, I don't want to be a part of, like, I don't want to follow someone if I don't believe in what they're doing.
Yeah.
And like, I agree with that. Like, I'm not going to like just, yeah, why not? Fuck it. Like,
I've seen a lot of people do that though. A lot
of people do it.
A lot of people just like, and that's what like the question is like, is there just leaders and followers in this world? Like, they say that like.
I think there has to be leaders and followers, but I don't think you're necessarily born in like a leader or a follower.
Yeah. I think it's definitely something that happens in the moment.
Yeah.
Right. So.
I was just thoughts of Darius's mind, especially while reading Dune.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey man, Dune makes you thinking.
Gets you thinking. Such a good fucking.
And Paul is kind of an asshole, James.
He is. You'll hate him more in Messiah for sure.
But is he?
I mean, I see it as like the president. The president has to do some fucked up shit, you know?
Yeah, but does that make him an asshole? Because he didn't want it.
Doesn't matter. Obama killed a lot of people. And I'm sure those family members think he's an asshole.
I mean, it's true.
I don't think he's an asshole. I'm sure they think he's an asshole.
See, that's another thing to think too, is that like everybody has a different view of people. So it's like that's just rough.
Mm-hmm. So when are we actually gonna do the Doomcast?
Man, that's up to Darius. He's got a section
If you
out of
want to,
4-hour time.
Talk
to
about
do
Dune
it.
for 4 hours with us.
Our Dune cast was
are we
only
only-
3.5.
If we only do the first book, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, no, it
Well,
would only
yeah.
be the first book.
I'm listening to a podcast. I was telling Noah about this of these guys going through each chapter of the Dune.
Oh yeah.
I'll be willing to do it after the podcast because it's kind of like reading it like a second time.
Right. Yeah.
Getting
Because
some
they're
new perspectives on it.
and like that's the nice thing because while Noah and I were doing the initial Dune cast, don't worry guys, that one's never coming up ever. I deleted it.
It was a mess.
It was a mess, but it was fun.
Yeah,
because we kept bouncing off things that we had noticed that the other didn't.
Yeah,
and it was like every chapter that we went through was like mind blowing because we're like, oh,
this
fuck.
is what he meant here.
Yeah. It's like I didn't pick up on that. I didn't pick up on that. Like, that changes 8 chapters from now when this happens.
5 books from now.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's crazy.
It's good shit, dude.
Yeah. So I'll let you guys know when I get done with that podcast.
All right.
Sounds good.
It's going through fast. So
Are you gonna hop immediately into Messiah?
after the podcast?
Okay. Cool.
So
I dig it.
Yeah. It's so fucking good. I just finished God Emperor yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I love it. I love God Emperor so much.
I'm gonna tell you
Super
right
good.
now, you are going to get hit by a slow down
And
Heretic. It slows the fuck down for
Sure.
like over half the book. Is
Okay.
like slow, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, but it's definitely it was a curve to get used to coming off of God Emperor.
Well, like, to go back to the leaders and things, do you think that a natural born leader should lead in, like, everything? Or do you think there are specific people that could lead better in certain situations?
I don't fucking know. I mean,
So, like, for an example, for an example, I guess, in, like, Valorant, I'm, like, better than both of you. So, like,
100%.
would you follow me because of that? Like, I'm not a leader. Like,
yeah, you know what the
self-confess,
fuck
I'm definitely not a leader.
you know what the fuck you're talking about.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you say Darius, you should go over here. I'm gonna go over there.
Yeah.
For sure. Darius, I need you to set me up. Go over here. Yeah.
That absolutely means that you can be like, "Hey Darius, there's nobody there. Go out." Pop. Pop, 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 pop.
Check this corner for me.
but so yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But I don't know. Valorant is like in that game. I don't know. I feel like you should lead, but also if like one of us has an idea, most definitely like we should be able to speak up. Because
Oh, for sure.
if I have a good idea, I'm like,
Well, a good leader would never tell you you can't.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, you're 100% right.
Right?
So, yeah.
Also, real quick, Noah, this whole kind of conversation happens in one of those Orson Scott Card books that I keep trying to tell you to read whenever
Okay.
you get done with
Yeah,
Dune. Because, like, one of them becomes, like, a pseudo-leader of, like... They're technically, like, a position above everyone else on Earth, but, like, they have no real power. And he has, like, an entire awesome conversation about being like, I have no power, and everyone knows that. But I've done so much good work that, like, they will listen to me when I ask them to do me favors or ask them to help me.
Sure.
And like my country mints that coin slowly, and I have to be thrifty with how I spend my like goodwill,
Yeah.
basically.
The
and it's
faith
like,
that he's rude.
exactly. And he's like, I need to know exactly, like, I can't just make choices based on everything I hear. I
Right.
have to, like, I don't have infinite money here. Like, I've got a very finite amount of goodwill to spend when I need favors, and I'm trying to make the world not explode. So it's like a really good, like, kind of what we're talking about of, like, part of charisma and part of leadership is also, like, faith, right?
Yeah.
Is that, like, I have so much faith with Darius that I could spend, but once it hits that level of, like, Darius is just gonna be like, No, fuck you though, James.
Yeah.
You know, and like leaders kind of have to think about that thing of like, how much can I rely on a person before
they question their faith?
Exactly.
That's kind of what happened with Trump.
Yep.
With America, or like majority of America.
Yeah.
Like that shit ran out.
Yep. Ran out fairly quick. 4 years.
Yeah.
You know.
And a lot of people like didn't vote for the election with Hillary, and just because they're like, that'd be fine. I don't care. This doesn't affect
Trump
me.
can't win.
4 years later, we got people who didn't vote last time voting now.
Yep.
Because fuck that. You
can't let this happen.
Yeah.
It's good talk.
Yeah.
I enjoy these talks. They're good.
Yeah.
They're super good.
I'm good. That's why I had to bring it to the table.
That's a good thing to bring to the table. That was a filling meal.
yeah. That was a good conversation. I'm super lame. Just the last 2 weeks have just been kind of work and art for me.
That's not
just
lame.
learning and shit. Well, like there's nothing much to like talk about.
Yeah, I guess you'll have to post all of your art you've done into our Discord.
Oh, I'm just like studying.
Just post all your studies, man. And just oh, did you look up Moorbacher's sketchbooks that I was telling you about?
Didn't.
That's fair.
I didn't look them up.
They're good.
Did he release a sketchbook?
He released a bunch of sketchbooks.
Really?
Yeah, and like I would like those more than the Angelarium.
For sure.
Just real books.
Have you seen Dave Raposa's sketches?
Yeah.
They look bad, but
Yeah.
it's his process.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the point. Like
Yeah,
sketches don't have to be perfect.
Yeah, Moorbacher's are more like a technical sketch because
Yep.
he's trying to get like more of the anatomy down there, I believe. But
Yeah, because that's the difference too, right? Is that like Pete does a lot of his processing before he gets to like digital or before whatever. He refines that shit so he knows what he wants. But Raposa's a different type of artist.
Yeah,
right.
He's more concerned with composition.
Exactly.
Because like his rendering, it's just like probably natural to him at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not that it isn't natural for Pete.
Yeah,
it's just they have
yeah.
two very different levels of how they make their pieces.
Yeah.
Because God, they're both gods.
Oh yeah, for sure.
God, I've got Moorbacher's fucking Matt right here.
I got his mat on my computer too.
It's good mouse pad. I think this one's signed, which means I probably shouldn't be
Oh,
rubbing it constantly, but whatever. So we hopping into
Hell's Paradise,
Hell's
baby.
Paradise?
Dude,
Jigoku Raku?
God damn, dude.
I took some okay notes to help us out.
Yeah, I also took notes to help us out.
Good old fucking
My
Hell's
notes are
Paradise.
fucking stupid.
My notes are
Oh.
also stupid. Big fucking tree monster. Hell's Paradise.
I do have a question. So,
This is chapters 21 to 30, right?
yeah.
Yes.
So, the anime trope of like, oh yeah, this is chakra. Oh yeah, this is nin. Oh yeah, this is ki. And is there a name for that trope? Because I feel oh yeah, this is hamon. Like,
Well, like just like a hidden technique that like normal humans don't know, but it's
Yeah.
in the world.
yeah.
I don't know. It
has to
probably
be
is a trope.
but I don't know the name.
Exactly.
Because the trope came, which was like fine, you know,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
anime. But I was wondering, I was like, this happens all the time. Is there a
He
name
already
for this?
explained it as kind of like stamina based already, though, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But I guess the other thing too, though, is like the idea of ki and like chi and whatever has been in real martial arts since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
So it's not even necessarily a trope. Well, like it is because everything's a trope. But more so, it's a thing based in reality that you can easily bounce off of, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
not saying it's bad. It's just like it came, and I was just it made me think
Here
about
it is.
like it just made me think about, is there a name for this?
Yeah.
Because this happens in anime all the time. Like Hunter x Hunter's top 5 best anime ever made, and it has that, you know.
Yeah.
So
God, it has the worst because when they do the radio thing in Hunter x Hunter and they're like, what are you doing, Killua? I'm going to record it. Why? Because Nen. And then they're like,
he says,
yeah, he just says because Nen. And he says it 4 times. He's like, I'm recording it on another recorder. Why? Because Nen. I can't break it. Because Nen. And it's just like, he knew. Because like
Yeah.
clearly he was going, guys, some stupid shit's gonna happen. It's gonna keep happening. Fuck it. Like, if you go, but why did this happen? My answer is gonna be because Nan. Like,
oh, was it when he got his dad's message?
Yeah.
So he couldn't read. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
it's just like so many times it's just literally the two words because Nan from a fucking 10-year-old. Like, so good. Okay, so how about that chapter 21, Darius? Didn't you love it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
That's all
highlights.
notes?
Those are highlights. They're dumb.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I have the same notes almost.
Yeah.
Like certain
we
chapters have very similar
Yeah.
notes. But like I wrote my notes as just being like, this is the important thing. And Noah did too, but he got more information.
Yeah.
So he's got more talking points.
My boy Tenzin. Is that his name? Tenzin?
Tenzin the Immortals.
The guy that
Tenzin's
dies.
not a person. The guy that died.
His
so,
name's Ten something.
in the first chapter or 21.
Yeah, in chapter 1.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
I just called
but
him
yeah.
a pupil. I forgot.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't matter though.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
Dude, he got murked.
that shit hurt, man.
You were hoping he wasn't dead so
oh
bad.
my god, I liked him. He's a good
great.
character.
I love how they kind of showed like that death where it was like his backstory and then it was just cut to him just like on his knees.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, that's so good.
It's so rough. Also, I felt so bad for you, Darius, because you're like, I hope he survives, and I look at this human being with 4 magnum holes in his chest, and I'm like, I don't think he's getting up, man. Just, he's dead. Sorry. But yeah, dude, fucking. Oh, the kid and the master are able to escape though.
Yep.
And I felt so bad when he's like,
just say run.
Just say run.
Just say run.
and he opens his mouth and all that comes out is
Gurgling.
and blood. And he's like, I can't even say run. But then the master's like,
He stops,
I get it.
thinks, and then just bolts. Super good.
Does he grab the kid?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
The
yep.
kid has.
The dude's sword.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like,
So why the fuck is this kid on this island? Because like
They're a criminal.
they recruited
technically.
badasses, but this kid is like literally a nobody.
She's a mountain person though, and those mountain people are like,
just savage.
they're savage and resourceful, and
Sure.
I think she explained it like wrong time, wrong place. or
exactly.
something, right?
Okay.
And then she just keeps happening to make it out is the
Okay.
thing, right? So like she survived.
So it's kind of like
picking.
Domino in Marvel, where it's
Yeah.
just like luck based.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
being on the island is 100% luck based.
Okay.
But like she does have the skills to survive because she's like, she knows tracking, she knows whatever, right? And it's just like those are really good skills. She's not actually a criminal,
Okay.
but you know,
All right. Yeah, I forgot all of that shit, and it's just like everything that it shows of them is like, is this person just so inept at everything?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did they recruit this person?
yeah,
I will say this. Remember in the beginning when I was complaining about, I was like, I wanted a boat arc.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was smart not to do.
I
There's
told
no
you.
time. There's no time. We don't need
I
any
told
time
you,
on the
man.
boat.
Because like the other thing with you not remembering her backstory, you had no reason to.
Yeah.
Because everyone was dying. So it's like, I don't need to remember this person.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. No boat arc needed.
Yeah,
Those-
this is just good storytelling. There was
Yeah.
he realized he probably thought about it and was like, I don't need this.
I think that was also how he showed off a little bit, like that he wasn't going to need that boat arc.
Yeah.
Because the boat arc was the, here's your job.
Yeah.
Because right in that, here's what you need to do, they killed like half of them. And then he's like, you guys get it?
On top
Don't
of,
remember
like,
their names.
showing like little pieces of their personality.
They don't matter.
Yeah.
Like the pirate just going like, well, we got to kill everybody, so he just goes for it.
Yeah, only 10, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be one of them 10. Oh, but yeah, dude, that was such a good fucking scene.
It's good.
Like, I'm so excited to see more of this blind man.
Dude, he's great.
He's the
hot
best.
teacher.
He fucking seals his neck wound.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he even like feels it. He's like, all right, I'm stabilized. I can start speaking now.
yep.
I honestly thought, I was like, yeah, the teacher's gonna give his life for the student. I was hoping, dude. I was like, he's gonna survive. He's gonna no.
And then the turntables, dude.
No. And then the little girl's like, teach me. And he's like, I can't.
Nope.
Yep.
I fucking can't. I've lost one already. I don't want to lose another.
And you're a crim cramel. Like you're a crime. So the next chapter was cool, kind of. Like it was whatever. Like I liked it, but it's not anything special. It's the bathhouse.
Oh yeah.
Where like the girl's like, I'm gonna show you how a real bathhouse experience is. And it's like, okay, like they need time to relax. It can't just be this chapter's 10, like 10, 10, 10. They need a cool down chapter.
Yeah, the little girl has a big ass scar on her back.
Huge fucking scar on her back.
Her name's May.
Yeah. Is it May or Mai?
It's MEI.
MEI, that's May. Okay.
May.
I thought it was MAI. That's why I couldn't remember. So yeah, they get the full bath experience, and Gabumaru's a fucking champ, and he's just like, "Don't worry about your scar. It doesn't make you an uggo. Like you're not." I'm taking Noah's words here because it is literally scars don't make you an uggo. Your heart does. And then the next quote from Noah here is, "Fuck Tencent. I'm the biggest dick on this island." And I mean that is accurate.
The only reason why I gave him the like titles was because I couldn't remember the empty.
You just kept going with it.
Yeah,
too.
and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, and I kept doing it.
So yeah, Gabumaru's like, everyone's like, we need to stay here a night, and Gabumaru's like, why?
Yeah, he starts thinking about his wife again.
Yeah,
which is like kind of sad.
Yeah, because the bathhouse brought out the memories of her like kind of hiding her face. And he thinks it's because she doesn't like the scar, and she's like, nah, I just dig it. I just dig this look. But if you
that could have been a lie.
Oh, it probably was. She's very like her empathy is through the roof. So, but yeah, then he's like, yeah, that was good resolve. Let's go to the middle of the island.
Yeah, he just goes by
dead
himself.
At night, he's like, yeah, fuck it, dude. I am the biggest dick on this island.
No one's gonna come after me with my pendulum dong swinging between my legs.
Yeah.
Like,
and he sees those fucking weird ass tree people. Are they?
Yep.
They're praying, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I also love that makes him stop for a second because he's like, maybe we should. For like half a second, he's like, maybe we should learn a little bit more.
Yeah,
from this
yeah.
island.
The fat dude, like, he's like, we should know before, like, research as much as we can before we go in.
Yeah. And Gabumaru's like,
dude.
I got muscles. I can just muscle.
And he could just muscle.
Yeah, and he does just
muscle. He
muscle.
does pretty well, yeah.
So yeah, that's when the tree chanting sutras things happens. And then Gabumaru reaches the gate, and the person who killed the pupil is at the door, and she's like, "Can you
KJ.
not?"
Yeah.
Like, I love that they're like, "Can you just? I'm tired.
Yeah.
I already fought
So
some of you fuckers." And doesn't she like? She hits him, right? And he just is like,
no.
I think the guy Mario throws the first punch.
They
rush
meet
at each
in the
other at the
middle.
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a good fight, and Tencent.
A good fight, a fucking great fight, man.
This is a really good fight.
Oh, is Zhu Jin the pupil?
Zhu Jin is the guy.
Okay.
Like the immortal.
You put the parentheses after the pupil, so I was like, oh, hey, maybe. Okay, yeah. So Zhu Jin is like, fuck you, Gabumaru. I don't know your name, but fuck you. You're a human. I'll kick you in the dick. And he's like, damn, my dick's huge. It's a pretty big weak spot. And so they fight. Have a dope fight. Darius is right. I don't want to undersell that. That fight is rad.
Yeah, he's like, Gabumaru's just throwing out everything he can.
Yep.
And he just keeps fucking regenerating.
He's kind of succeeding too, because like he has enough presence of mind to be like, okay, they're regenerating pretty fucking fast. I didn't expect that. That kind of sucks.
Yeah,
But
he's at least
I'ma keep
analyzing
swinging.
while he's doing it.
Doesn't he slow down with the regenerating?
No,
but he
finds a
takes
weak
some
spot.
solid hits.
Yeah,
And like
he finds a weak spot. I think it's his navel.
yeah.
As like the pirate dude ends up saying.
Okay, so
later.
that's when he does that, like
When he
flip
does like
twist.
kick and then punch.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was like, oh, he can only like regenerate a part of his body at one time, but then later they're like, maybe the navel's like a weak spot.
What is the
Yeah.
navel? Is that?
That's
Belly
the belly
button.
button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that makes sense because that's like the core.
Yeah.
And I think that's also like the core of being in
I think they talk about it in like some religions. The fucking religious otaku guy.
Yeah.
Was talking about how like certain parts of the body were referenced in like this amalgamation of religions that all these people believed on this island.
Yep.
What? They're pretty good.
Chapter 24, the fight continues. You do be having a big dick, though, but now's I gots to kill you. And Gabimaru's like, you sure about that? And yeah, that is the definition of that fight.
Is that when he transforms?
That's before the transformation.
Yeah.
When he like puts him on the ground.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're not actually dead. Start talking.
I love that he keeps switching between a male form and female form during the fight too.
Yeah,
like it's just like super interesting because like it's blowing what I thought out of the water. I was like, do they use the this was two?
That was a good theory.
Like last podcast, I was like, maybe they do the male form for fighting because they're fucking weirdos, and maybe they do the woman form for just doing weird sex shit. I don't fucking know. And no, they just apparently
appears to be random.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason, but so far it appears to be random.
I also wonder if they're doing it willingly.
Consciously?
Yeah. Or if that's just something the body is doing.
Sure.
Because it could go either way.
Well, in the next chapter when they're talking about it, they're like, well, you liked fucking as females, so that's
true.
weird. So maybe it is kind of conscious.
Yeah. It has to be.
Who knows? Yeah.
But maybe in fights it's not. You know? Because I know this one transformed twice mid-fight too.
Sure.
When he was fighting the pupil and the blind dude.
Yeah.
He was just kind of swapping between them, and it's like...
That's true, yeah.
Or maybe this one just sucks.
I mean, he kind of does, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of seems like the like punching bag of the
shit.
group.
Yeah. The beta of the group.
So yeah, the fucking the dude transforms into a giant awesome flower monster that has both the male and female. The male's on the back and the female's on the front.
Yeah, and you remember what he says before he does it?
No.
They're gonna hate me for this or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, he's not supposed to do that. He's like,
he's like,
gonna...
a fucking human pushed me this far. I'm gonna get fucking job for this by the
So yeah, it totally fucks up Gabimaru in this
100%.
form. And he's like...
Doesn't he light on fire, though?
Yeah.
That was before. And I think he
does do it when he's grabbed. Because Gabimaru has like a weird dream where he remembers the master being like, as a ninja, if you're about to die, go out swinging, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I honestly thought, I was like, is he about to pull a Vegeta? I thought he was going to pull a Vegeta, dude. I was like, is this it for him?
Right.
Is this straight up just it? I know no one's safe, but I thought he was safe.
Yeah, right. He's the protagonist, right? You didn't kill him yet.
I straight up was like, this is about
he
to
has
be
a
Vegeta.
wife. No.
the wife.
So yeah, he's like, okay, cool. And then he just lights on fire and goes, fuck it.
Yeah.
And that works, kind of. And then, yeah, May comes in out of nowhere. I didn't see this coming. Because how did May get from the house to there without anyone knowing?
Right.
So she just got there.
Yeah.
And she saves his ass using a weird sphere defense circle thing. Because it eats the ground around her.
I thought that was like when she hit the ground or something. But I literally have no idea. That was a little confusing to me as well.
Yeah, it's kind of drawn weirdly. It's drawn well.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's supposed to be left esoteric.
Yeah. To me it seemed like when like the ground cracks under people when they like jump away or whatever. That's what it felt to me, but you could be completely right.
I don't remember. Did the bad guy say anything about May?
She knew. She knew who May was.
Yep.
Oh.
They were like, "Oh, what's up?"
Yeah, they're like, "What is May doing here? Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Which is like, what?
Yeah.
So chapter 26 is just the immortals being immortals and kind of being fuckos.
Yeah,
like they're all just being weird.
That was cool seeing like
he just fucking force pushed his head off.
Yeah. Oh, that's something we didn't talk about. Gabimaru, when
yeah.
he gets good hits off on Zujin's like, time to go into like full power mode before he transforms, and he's just knocking Gabimaru with like
air
Dao.
shots.
Yeah, and Gabimaru's like, ow, what? And it's like, I don't know, Gabimaru.
Yeah,
like,
you tell me, guy.
You're fighting. I'm just reading. So yeah, they're like, which sex is better? Sometimes I fuck as a guy. Sometimes I fuck as a girl. We all fuck, and it's like,
yeah, they're just all hanging out having a tea party.
Yeah.
Literally.
yeah.
And I love the mask, dude. The ones we haven't seen yet are all wearing
like
the cool
pedals and
Yeah.
flutter. It's just something about
it's cool.
bad guys in masks that I love.
Yeah, it's strong.
You want to talk about fucking God? What was I saying about the Nin and shit? What Nin and Key?
Yeah. Like the just the trope.
Yeah, you want to talk about good tropes? it gets me every time.
The power of friendship also gets you, doesn't it?
It does.
Yep.
It does.
So yeah, the elixir can be expended. So like they apparently have to use the elixir to keep their shit going, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because the one looks like an old man now.
Yep.
Yeah, after that battle, and
they call it Zankai or some shit. Or,
I put it there.
Yeah.
and they give him shit for it.
Kishi
Kishi.
They give him shit for like looking like that. And
Yeah.
the dude with the like weird round hair blows fucking half his body off. And I thought he was the leader. He's not the leader.
No, because the other one comes up and goes, "You better stop fucking with him. You know I'm the only one that can fuck with him."
Yeah.
And
Yep.
he's like,
I'm sorry.
So, like,
whoa.
he bows out immediately. Yeah. Oh, you mean those? They're like, yeah. Did you kill all the people? And he's like, oh, you mean those pro tags? Yeah, I just put them in a pit. It's dealt with. You killed that one dude that made you old, right? You best believe it, my man. And then the main characters all go out to find Gabimaru and Mei. And Gabimaru's like, hey, even gods bleed. Like, fucking pulling a Bruce Wayne Superman. Like, God. And then, out of fucking nowhere, I didn't see this coming. Gabumaru meets the dragon dude.
I love this guy. I think he might be my favorite character. Holy
with
shit,
his hand
dude.
inside of
Yeah.
his coat,
Just
Yeah.
like that.
And when they're like picking each other apart through their
Yeah.
hand, that was a dope scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
He's
really
like,
appreciate that.
Two
scene.
swings and I can kill you. He's like, 2 kicks and I can kill you. You're missing an arm. I can tell by your stance. He's like, maybe, but I can do this.
And the other dude's like, all right, stop measuring your dicks.
Yeah.
Like, we
Stop
got
this
shit to
pissing
do.
contest.
Did you notice the samurai, the Dr. Samurai sword?
No.
It's like it's curved up, like kind of.
Oh, there's like a hook in it.
Yeah, it's like a hook, which is just super cool. It's not like a traditional katana. It's just I like the design. I like when they have fun with designs, you know.
Noah
Dude.
says it's chapter 27.
Absolutely has to be.
Yeah, they
You can see it better
Dude.
when they do the pact.
I'm so happy. He's just
Yeah,
a
I'm trying
wholesome
to-
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't even notice that he had 2. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, is that a swoop or is that...
It's a swoop because when they do the pact, when they put the swords and the fist
Okay.
in.
Yeah, it is also a swoop right there. You're right.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool. It's not just a normal sword. It's creative.
Dude, I fucking love this dragon guy. If he dies, I bow out.
Yeah.
Dude, his like reason for being there is just I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
We
so-
need this guy.
So they battle kind of, and Noah writes, "Stop this pissing contest."
The kid says.
And he's like, yeah, Gabimaru just literally bows out, and he's like, look.
I can't win.
Yeah.
So he's like, we should work together.
Yeah, because he's hurt.
Yep.
Yep.
He's fucked up, and he fucking literally like on the ground, just straight up. I could please.
And the dragon dude pulls his sword, and Gabimaru doesn't flinch, and he's like, oh, I trust him.
Tell him the truth.
Yeah. And he's like, can we all team up? And the little doctor kid's like, I don't know if that's... He's like, you got it! Like, the dragon dude's like, teaming up's the shit. I don't even give a fuck about the elixir, dog.
Well,
and even
he
the
doesn't
kid-
care about the pardon.
Yeah,
he-
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't care about the elixir either. Because he wants to be
A
immortal.
little bit.
But, like, he's more cares about, like, his
The
name
legend.
being
Yeah, he
immortal.
cares about his legacy attached to the elixir. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't say he doesn't completely
Right.
disregard
He
the
doesn't care about
elixir.
the elixir for its powers.
Yeah,
That's
or for
right.
the pardon. But
Exactly. So yeah, it's super good because I'm like, oh man, is this
Dude.
guy's like a good guy?
yeah.
because he
I-
always
I,
was.
I love how they baited it because like at the end of the page they're like, I want to be immortal. And then at the next page he's like, not like immortal. I just want my legacy to be immortal. And I'm like, you're the fucking greatest, dude.
I'm like thinking about it, he is the only person. Well, and the little girl, but he's the only person that isn't a criminal.
Oh yeah.
He
Is
cut
he?
that person's building down, but that was his only crime. It was an
Oh,
important
yeah?
building.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck, he's not a like crazed murderer. He's not a robber. He's just strong and fucking knows it.
Yeah.
And like he's just swaggering around this whole island like, I'm the best, fuck you, fuck off. And it's like, yeah, Yeah, you're the best.
So do you think the guy who wrote this took his hand away so he wouldn't job the entire island?
Probably. It had to be. If he had two hands.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, May's all grown up for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just older.
Yeah.
Yeah, that moment was weird. I didn't see that coming either.
Yeah, and then she says Gabimaru's name, and he's like, "You can talk," and she's like,
Tell me
like,
everything. Tell me
yeah.
everything. What's the elixir? Where is
He
he?
has to calm himself down. And
He's
be
like-
hold on. Where's your manners?
"Yeah,
He's like, this is the problem with me. I always go for the kill.
yeah." And
I
then
love that shot.
Yeah.
I love good bad guy shots. That's just all of them.
Where they're all like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to know: do you think these are masks, Darius, or do you
They're-
think they're
Definitely part of him.
like they're plant people now?
But he's using them as masks. For
yeah,
sure.
exactly. Because I'm like, I don't think there's a face underneath. I think that's face. I think it's like clickers from
'Cause
Last of Us. That's what they look like.
Zujin had like the flower hair.
Yep.
Even when he was old. So it's definitely a part of their body, but he doesn't want to show what they look like yet.
I'm scared
I
about
think.
this young one.
Yeah.
I'm scared about
The
him.
girl.
Yeah.
What's interesting
You
is
can't
that
say that.
Oh, yeah.
They're both.
You're right. You're right.
when they list their names in the next chapter, they're not like consistent with what they call each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I put like question marks next to both of the like leaders' names, because I'm like, nobody else's name was stated in that page, but whatever they said for him, I just
Yeah.
like put there.
I just noticed this. You see their shadows. It's like
Yeah,
a
they
tree.
come
It's like a
to-
tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
They also come together because they're all one,
Yep.
apparently.
Yeah.
Which
Shit's
is
so
sick.
good. Shit's so good.
You'll love it.
So yeah, 10 cents, 7 people. The tree guy used to be human.
Yep.
And all the trees used to be human, and he talks about how his daughter was the first in his family to like start transforming.
Mhm.
And when he shows her face here, like
She's still kind of human.
yeah, like she's got a human face, and it's like, what the fuck
And
is
this
this
process
island?
is arborification,
Yep.
apparently.
Which is a family of tree, arbor trees.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's fancy.
And then this guy's like, you know what? I'm going to correct you on everything that you just
I'm
told
an
me.
otaku. You don't know anything. You have a backwards religion. It's like, whoa.
Okay,
bro.
yeah.
One thing I did like back to that the fight when Gabimaru, when he like sees the god person,
Yeah.
he like, or was it the god person or the dragon dude, when he like looks at them and can tell if he can beat them, because he compares.
That was Gabimaru. He
No,
said,
I'm saying to the god guy or the dragon dude. Who was he doing that to?
Who did he specifically do that to?
Because he's comparing the big dude and the samurai girl, and he's like, I can just look at people and know if I could beat them. I
Yep.
can't beat them. Which is just I like that part.
Yeah.
that was just dope.
Because he's just like.
You think
he
that's a
knows.
form of Tao?
It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the tree person during the fight was like, oh, you've got some schmooze.
Yeah.
Because like he can tell, like not all of Gabimaru's attacks have the juice,
Yeah.
but he's like, he's got it.
Yeah.
That's
He said
weird.
that he'd make good elixir.
Yeah.
Which means that people who have mastered Tao give them more, maybe, or a
Hmm.
better form of it.
I wonder if it's like a Hunter x Hunter thing of just like stronger people give them stronger stuff,
Sure.
like the king.
Yeah.
Well,
A
this
ordinary
child's brain
human
wasn't that good
versus an
but-
end user.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Senta the religious otaku. So yeah, then we get to learn the girl talks broken ass Japanese. She's like, Tao, strong, weak, spirit, body, strong, weak, tandon, flow, strong, weak, scary. And it's like, she's trying.
Mm.
She can't talk good, but that's okay.
This like part was super dope because just the writing of he lets everybody who's important like
Figure it out
understand. Yeah, at the
Yeah.
same exact time.
Yep.
Even the blind dude, he figures it out.
Yeah, because he can feel waves. And
Yeah.
his
He doesn't
feeling
even
of
know
waves.
that it's Tao.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God. So yeah, the blind dude's just kind of beating the shit, not really, but like just proving you got nothing, kid.
Yeah.
You can't hack it.
Go home, kid. This is violence for men.
Yeah, Noah's notes are great here. Tao is the life energy flowing through you. Quote, man, I wish a hot teacher would teach me stuff. Oh man. So yeah, he's like, I can't hear shit. Oh, and then mooks just show up because this is just a chapter of the girl begging, teach me something, man.
Yeah.
Like, I liked your pupil, and now he's dead, and he was gonna teach me.
And I need to avenge him.
Yeah, and you were cool with him teaching me, so like, why aren't you gonna teach me? Which is 10 out of 10 logic. I'll be honest. I love that he calls him Waves. I like Waves way more than Now. Cause the fucking random mooks show up again, and you know he's gonna blitz them. Like,
doesn't even look at him.
Yeah, he's like, it's being having a fast blade speed is vital. If you look, I'm not gonna teach you, but if you learn from me while I'm doing shit, I guess I'm teaching you. Like, he's such a roundabout prick, and I love him.
Yeah.
I also love this.
That was so good.
Oh, how he sees.
Yeah. The crazy thing about this shot too is it shows that he can see their clothes and like their beads, but he can't see hers with that much detail. So I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's artistic, like just to show it.
Maybe.
But like, it's weird because is that part of them? Is that not clothing? Is it actually their body still?
Sure.
Or is it just so soaked in like Tao that it's fucking
right? Who knows?
Who knows? Hopefully in the next 10 chapters we find out.
I doubt that.
Yeah, me too.
But I really liked how everyone learns it at one time. I think that was just really good storytelling of getting it out the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because most of the time they don't do that.
And then you just have to be like, okay, we're gonna hear it again.
Yeah.
And again.
Because you in Hunter x Hunter, fucking the dude with the finger chains.
Yeah, Kirby.
Yeah, he has a whole episode when he's learning in. And it's like, okay, it's fine. And then Oreo guy.
Leorio.
He's your favorite character.
Leorio learns it off camera. You know?
Which is okay.
Yeah.
And he learns it wrong. Not wrong, just the first step.
Yeah.
Like, because they're like, yeah, Leorio, you learned then too. And he's like, yeah, I got the fucking vision thing. And they're like, that's step one. He's like, oh.
but I do it.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't masturbate so much. So yeah, these things keep showing up and they're attacking more people is basically what this shows. And then the dragon dude cuts down like 8 of them in one slash.
Dude, I fucking love this guy so much.
And then he puts the little girl on his shoulder and he's like, teach me.
Yeah, he says like the best way to learn is
he's
like,
gonna die for sure.
What the fuck?
What?
How's he picking her up?
Oh, you're right. He doesn't
is
have
it
a
with
hand.
the other arm?
It is, because his sword arm is out. And he puts her up with that fucked up arm.
You're right. So
is
maybe
it?
that was a hint to something.
Yeah.
Is it a hint of something or is it a mistake?
Well, he's got the doctor guy there, right?
Mhm.
And that dude's like a surgeon samurai.
Right.
So maybe he's not showing it, but
Gabimaru said that.
But
his
maybe
was
it's not fully
damaged.
working yet.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh.
Interesting. I didn't notice that either.
Yeah, neither.
God damn.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's totally with the arm.
Yeah.
Because he's right-handed, but he's picking it up with the left arm.
Yep.
Yep.
That's some
cool.
shonky business.
I wonder. Yeah.
Dude, what if it's like a plant hand?
Dude.
Like, ooh.
Or maybe it was just a fuck up.
I can't see him fucking
I
up this.
I
early,
can't.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe.
Or maybe
Who
we're
knows?
looking
Yeah.
too far into it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Maybe he just like put the sword down, grabbed her, put her on. But nah, it's gotta be.
But he put him on like this.
Yeah.
You know?
That was intentional.
Nah, it's gotta be. I would hope it is.
Dude. If it turns out that he has like some kind of freak hand there, dude, that would be sick.
Oh yeah.
Kudos for sure.
I'm excited. Next 10 chapters, baby. So basically the 2 of the 10 sens fucking are going at
Go
it.
back to fucking.
Yeah. And then they're like, there's literally no way they can make it. No one can make it out of the pit. We got a wall. We're good. We got the doshi. It's going to be fine.
We got the crustacean people on the walls.
We're going to be A-okay. Immediately shift to the pirate dude climbing people's faces out of this pit. Like
stabbing the fucking katana with his teeth into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude.
I'm so worried about when him and Garumaru meet.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a super good fight.
I just feel like, guys, you need each other. Please don't. But pirate dude is fucking insane.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
Their objectives are opposite. Well, there isn't just like one elixir, so
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna fight.
Yo, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that he's just so like. His, like, natural talent is so high, the pirate dude's.
Yeah.
Because the person's like, we need a strategy. And he's like, nah, the lower halves are the weak points.
Yeah.
And, like, his brother's like, how do you know that? And he's like, I've been killing these things for hours, dude.
Right.
Who wouldn't figure out that the lower half is the fucking weak point? And it's like, damn, I've been reading this, and I didn't really figure that out. The closest I got was maybe the belly button, but that was Gabimaru. Like, so yeah, he's all about killing. And I'm so happy he's alive. Yeah. I'm so happy he's fucking alive, dude.
My samurai guy might be alive.
So much like Bakugo, it's crazy.
Yeah, maybe it's his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same universe.
Exactly. Yeah, and he goes to eat a dude's arm.
Yeah.
It's weird.
If you're hungry.
It's survival, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
There's no animals, I guess.
It's true.
And then we got the doshi.
Yeah, and he comes up and he's just like, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, not even angry yet. He's just,
he's never angry. He's just like, I'm here to observe.
He's even stuttering. He's kind of like nervous. He's like, yeah, pardon me. I did not mean to frighten you. I look weird as fuck. But yeah, he's just a scout.
Yeah,
just to talk.
No need to. I'm just looking. I'm just making sure you guys are dead. You're not. I can leave.
Yeah, and he's a centipede man. Kind of.
Well, he can't leave if they're not dead. Yes, he tells them, he's like, can you guys please just go back in the hole and die peacefully?
Yeah. That'd make me happy. That'd make everyone happy. But yeah, he gives us a lot of information, right? Because there's the Soshin, which are the shitty garbage monsters. There's the Monshin, which are the guardians, the big fuckers, but they're still stupid, and they're like low on the totem pole. And then there's the Doshi, which are the direct, which is what he is, and that's the directly underneath, allegedly, of Tenzin. And it's like, okay, are there more? Or are you really the like last line before the gods? You know, like, because that seems like that's too few.
Yeah,
you know, I'll
Tenzin,
be honest.
The Doshi, the Guardians, and then the garbage monsters.
Yeah, and then fucking they just kind of fight, and the pirate clearly shows off that he's the best,
and then dies, kind of.
Yeah,
but not really.
Gets the shit kicked in a little bit.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are powerful.
Oh yeah.
Didn't one of those like Watcher guys, doesn't he show up to the blind guys fight too?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Right at the end of it, you can see like his silhouette or whatever, but we don't get to that yet.
Yeah, that's not that's at the end of this chapter, isn't it?
No, it was during their chapter.
Got it. Yeah, so he cuts this dude's fucking neck, and he's like, you shit, kid. Like...
Yeah, I like the way he did that, because, like, they show you that character, like, arrive there, but don't explain anything about it, but they explain more about it for different characters, and then you're like, oh, shit, how are they gonna deal with this monster?
Yeah. Fuck, dude, it's so good.
I love it.
He gets fucking so grabbed. Like, dude, his neck is like... just fucking done.
His poor brother is just...
Yup.
Like, please, can we leave?
And then he opens his eyes. So, I mean, obviously he's not out for the count yet. Like, I wonder if that's going to be a thing. Because this is the second time that it is absolutely focused on his eye opening. Because it happened in the pit, and it happened now. So I wonder if that's going to like keep happening, and that's going to be like his signature action is opening his eye. It's a lame signature action, I'll admit now that I'm saying that out loud. But I think it's cool. Yeah, dude, I'm super excited.
Is that where we end, or what else you got in your notes?
That's the end.
No, that's the end.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
You can read my notes after this if you want.
Yeah, they're enjoyable.
I would love to.
They're
pretty good.
fantastic.
I'd love to.
I give everybody like a title and their quotes.
Yeah, no,
It's great.
I think you got to keep making these notes. They were just 10 out of 10. Reading that made my day.
Yeah, this continues to be good.
Yeah.
That's what took me so long to get over here. I was up at like fucking 5:30. I guess my body adjusted immediately, and I was just in bed until 8, and then I made breakfast, and I was like, shit, I should probably read this before I come over.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah, it continues to be fucking good. I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen next. Gabimaru separated from the group.
Yep. But he's got a new crew.
Yeah.
And I dig his new crew.
Yeah.
Dude, 100%. Did you like the callback to the secrets in my notes? It was Gabimaru. It was like Gabimaru tells them the secrets.
Yeah, those secrets.
I'm like the pirate dude. I'm like scared of the pirate dude for like because whoever he's going to meet, he's not gonna talk to them.
Yeah. It's not going to be a team up.
You know, it's I don't know if he's gonna meet the blind guy first. I hope not because I want the kid fighting.
Then again, he was the leader of a group of bandits, so he's not opposed to grouping up with people.
He's just a douche, though.
Absolutely.
He's like douche.
But I mean, you got to do what you got to do to survive.
But his objective is to like control the elixir almost.
Yeah.
Because like he wants to be immortal, so he'd have to fight everybody he meets.
Eventually.
Because everybody wants. Yeah. Well, like when they meet,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to fight.
I'm excited. I want to read these next 10 chapters.
Yeah.
Guys, go home. I need to. Monopoly can wait, Darius. There's 10 more chapters to read. It's good. It's super good.
It is. All right. You guys ready for any question?
No, because I've got another dumb garbage manga to talk
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I have so many.
James' Manga Corner.
Yep.
Thank you for that jingle. Now hold the fuck up, because this one's not that. It's not amazing. I enjoyed it though. James the Manga Corner. I misspelled corner. I still misspelled corner. Oh, okay. So this one's kind of lame, but it's not even that long. It's like 24 chapters, and it's gonna end soon. But that's okay. It doesn't overstay its welcome. So it's an isekai, and it's basically called. It translates roughly to, "This is my second time being summoned in an isekai."
Okay.
So
It's like this fucking rodeo again.
yeah.
Who do I gotta kill?
so he gets summoned in, and he solves the problem for the most part. Like, he goes to the demons, he fucks them up, and he goes and he does his whole adventure. And then the king of the place, this is all chapter 1, the king of the place is like, man, I'm scared of this kid. Send him back.
Oh shit.
And they do a summoning ritual to send him back to Earth. And he gets a new body, so he starts out as a 1-year-old, like a baby.
Oh.
But he has all of his memories and skills from being whatever. And he's like, this is fucking stupid. But he looks completely different because he's a new kid.
Yeah.
And, like, they show, like, a ball's about to hit this girl that's in his class, and he uses, like, vague wind powers to knock the ball away.
Oh, he keeps
So it's
powers,
kinda-
too?
So it's kind of like a reverse isekai.
Yeah. But that girl goes up to talk to him with, like his entire classroom, and then they get summoned to another world, and he's like, what is this? And he looks up, and it's the same world. The king summoned that whole class, and he's like, I look different. The king doesn't realize that he brought me back.
Oh shit.
This motherfucker brought me to the same world that he kicked me out of. I'm gonna figure this shit out. And he pretends to be shitty in the first couple chapters, and he like rolls up to the like leader of the Royal Knights, and he's like, hey, dumbass, help me out. And he's like, what did you say? And he just slaps the shit out of him, and he's like, so you're gonna say that to your master?
He's like a 5-year-old right now or something?
No, he's 16.
Yeah, high school.
Yeah.
I thought you said, oh, so
He was reborn.
Right.
Okay. So he's high school. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's like a 1-year-old. Or like,
oh, yeah, no.
Slapped a fucking toddler.
But he's got God strength because... that'd be
so
great.
is he trying to keep his whole class alive?
No. He knows that, like, the world's in a pretty good fucking spot, and he's like, I need to figure out why the king sent me back. And I'll get all my power, like, all the people that I helped to help me out again. And, like, he goes up to the, like, leader of the knights, and he's like, sup, dick? And he's like, don't say that. I'm the leader of the knights. And he's like, okay, how about this? And he, like, does the shit to fuck with him that he did to train him in the previous world, and he's like, Master, what happened? You just disappeared. And he's like, I can't talk about it. You need to tell the king that I'm shit and there's no reason to trade me, so I can leave and sort shit out. And the dude's like, you got it, boss. Like, why wouldn't I? You're the best. And then he just goes, and it's his adventure re-picking up all the people that he left from getting forcibly summoned back to Earth and being like, okay, what happened to this? I left this place in a pretty good spot. Why is war about to break out? And it's like, this is a really good twist on it.
So, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
So the hero, the first time, finished, like, killed the big bad.
Yep.
And then he was like, I don't like you, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then he was reborn. Okay.
Yeah. So the king force unsummoned him.
Okay. Just because he didn't like him?
Yeah, he's like, I've got plans of my own now that, like...
Oh, now that you fixed the shit, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be a tyrant or whatever.
Basically.
Yeah.
And now that he's back in the world, it's basically been, like, I don't know, a year maybe in that planet's time. And he's like, the fuck is this shit? The fuck's going on? The fuck? Why am I back here? Why did he summon me? Why is there gonna be... Okay. Fuck you, king. I'm out. And he bounces, and it's great.
Sounds fun.
Wow.
It's super enjoyable. And like I said, like, there's a war happening right now, and it's like 24, chapter 24, and it's like,
Wow. Okay. It moves fast.
yeah. Because, like, it's basically him just going and being like, lake creature, I summon you, and the lake creature comes up, and they're like, hey, fuck you, what do you need from me? Oh, shit, I remember this aura. Yo, what's going on? He's like, I need to get across the ocean real quick. I need your help. And they're like, of course, you're my best friend. Why would I not?
You're the fucking man, dude.
Yeah. So it's like, of course, everything would happen super quickly. He did the tough part already. Mm-hmm. And he still kept his god strength from the first time. So he doesn't need to dick around with training or anything.
Right.
Like, he's the best.
Wow.
And it's like, okay,
It sounds fun.
it's a fun little twist, you know? Like, they added some lemon and lime to this isekai dish. And I was like, ooh, that's new. So
Nice.
yeah, it's stupid, but it's fun.
Nice.
And it's short. So and ending now I'm ready for the ending question.
Ending question to each of you. What movie you think has the best soundtrack?
The best soundtrack?
Or what movie is your favorite soundtrack? Or what's your favorite movie soundtrack? That's how to put that question.
I mean, Dune's not out yet, so that soundtrack's gonna fucking kill.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
gonna be
with. I've recently rediscovered the Last Dragon soundtrack. It's a good ass fucking soundtrack, dude.
good. Okay, so I was gonna say, I had to ask,
I need to go to the
can
bathroom.
we count? That's fair. Do we count album like soundtracks that are mostly real songs, or are we talking about scores that are made specifically for the movie? Right? Because like I feel like there's a difference. Because like Scott Pilgrim has a good soundtrack, but most of the songs in that album are like songs done by real musicians that they just put in the movie.
The answer to the question, I guess, is if the songs have the album cover of the movie, everything on that album cover of the movie is good.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So like if the song
is in the movie, is on the soundtrack, then that's just the movie soundtrack. So you're
okay.
yeah.
So even if it was a song or from another album before the movie,
Yeah.
it still counts.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's a good question. Because I like the Scott Pilgrim soundtrack. There's a lot of really nice like music in there, and I found a lot of bands like Metric from there and shit.
Yeah.
And like I listened to all of their music because of that movie. It's like, you know, good on you
Yeah.
for putting good music in your fucking movies.
But you know, you're also thinking like
Dragon.
you're also thinking like, man, Rocky was a good soundtrack too, though.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're 100% right. Stop. Oh man, I don't know. I think my
It's
go-to
tough.
is I'm gonna have to say Scott Pilgrim,
Yeah.
just because I like that. I like the soundtrack. I like the music on there. It's made by a lot of famous people, so they did good work.
Nice. Noah.
Just going by like what's on my phone, I guess. La La Land soundtrack's really good.
That's a good choice. I had to say
I think that's like the only movie that I like have actually downloaded songs from.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is yours The Last Dragon?
Yeah, Last Dragon.
But
yeah.
Dune's gonna be really good.
I rediscovered that soundtrack, dude.
How? Just Spotify or?
Oh no, I was listening
Did you
to.
watch it with Amy?
No, I was listening to the Lupe and Royce show podcast, and they were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, this soundtrack was fucking dope. And I went back to it.
Except for that one weird racist Chinese song.
That's not on soundtrack.
Oh, okay, good, smart.
Spirited Away is really good too.
Yeah.
Did you know apparently they're remaking that movie?
No, they're not.
Which?
They are.
No, they're not.
What?
They are.
Wait, which movie?
Last Dragon.
Okay, I was
Okay.
like Last Dragon or
Jesus
Spirited
Christ,
Away?
Thank God. Holy
And-
shit!
No, they're not.
And
Like
Stop lying to me, Darius. You
Bruce
don't even have to
Lee.
keep
I
talking.
don't
Last
understand
Dragon.
how you could
Last
do it.
Dragon. You can't. In 2021,
You can't. That's what I said. I don't get.
Yeesh.
Who do you get?
You can't touch it. I don't know.
do you
Apparently,
get?
Sam Jackson's playing the bad guy.
Well, that's fucked up. That's not right.
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
gotta be a fat white guy.
But that's the thing. I don't know where they're going. Where are you going with this? You can't remake this. This was magic. Leave it alone.
this was a spark in a pan. You can't
Yes,
redo this.
I don't. It's super racist. You can't. You can't do
I don't
it.
think I've ever seen The Last Dragon.
Dude, we have to watch The Last
Last
Dragon.
Dragon is incredible.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I thought
Incredible.
this was a Bruce Lee movie.
Well, it is kind of a Bruce Leroy movie.
Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, Bruce Leroy.
Okay.
That's what they call the main character.
Oh yeah.
His
Yeah.
name is Bruce Lee. Right?
That's
yeah.
hilarious. I
Yeah.
love it.
There's literally a scene.
Don't tell him he's not conspiracy. He's not conspiracy.
Darius. Oh,
I love how you both.
I
knew.
didn't know how racist that movie was until I watched it.
we rewatched it with
yeah.
Matt.
Yeah, because I was a kid when I watched it.
Oh yes.
So I didn't know what the fuck racism was.
That movie's
you know?
super short. I have it on Blu-ray. Darius, after Monopoly, we might have to throw it on.
I love Last Dragon, dude.
Are you okay with that? Staying until we watch, depending on how long Monopoly lasts?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I want to watch the movie so bad.
It's really, it's
Are
really
you? Were you
racist.
thinking the same?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, just walking through Chinatown. The character, when you watch the movie, you just have to remind yourself the character is heavily autistic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Those went back before they knew what heavily autistic was.
Yeah. I remember. I asked you if he's one of the most high profile autistic characters in movies. He's not actually,
Okay.
but the way he acts, the way they wrote his character and how just he doesn't. I don't want to
doesn't-
say this bad, right?
He doesn't
'Cause,
understand how to be a person, real person.
he's doing it. He's doing everything weirdly that a person wouldn't who didn't have was on the spectrum, right?
Okay.
Would not
All right.
do.
But they didn't understand that, right? You just gotta watch it.
Nobody's gonna hear this. Do you know how many times I was trying to not say a normal person because there's nothing wrong with having
Yeah.
autism. I don't want to say a normal person wouldn't do that because
Yeah.
it's a lot of people are on the It's
We
not
know
a
what you
normal.
mean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've never tiptoed so hard around a thing, dude. Last Dragon is so good. Dirty Book, the fucking song, one of the songs
God.
that the girl sings. Oh my god, dude!
Pop locking at Rooks.
Yeah, his little brother, dude. His little brother's the best.
His little brother is the only smart one in the fucking movie.
Yeah. Dude, I used to pretend I had the glow when I was a kid.
The glow's real, dude.
The glow is amazing.
The glow's fucking incredible. All right, thank you for taking time every day to listen to us.
Yeah, we love you.
We love
I'm
you
so
so
sorry.
much.
Watch the Last Dragon
Lovely
if you
people.
can.
Yeah, watch The Last Dragon. We'll give you a play-by-play next week because Noah's gonna want to talk about The Last Dragon. Dude, I fucking love
You gotta get that
Shonen.
glow.
Oh, thank you all for listening. Goodbye.
Peace.
Enjoy the week.
Bye-bye.
Fucking watch more of our videos. We have a blast.
You the
Thank
best.
you. And anyone who's kept this far, remember, later in February, comment on one of our videos.
Oh, get something special.
Get a
if you
little something,
remember.
something.
I don't remember.
You don't.
I was
Damn.
here for it.
Damn.
What?
So much for your fucking New Year's resolution, Darius. I think it was actually your idea.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, I'll tell Darius after this podcast, but y'all better watch the last video, and you'll know what we're talking about.
Last podcast.
Last podcast, yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.